How's it going, Dave?
Good.
Let's see. We got so just to start us off, we do have a poll going, and it's related to the Verve Record Club announcement of the John Coltrane mono and the Village Vanguard 1961 box set. So that's going on. We have some early results here. Let's see. Let me jump into it. So we have about 18 votes, and Village Vanguard box has an early lead. Okay, not surprising, not surprising. But yeah, so we'll get into that. But Rob will be here in a moment. But we have a lot to get into. Hey, Craig. Yeah, for sure. So we'll get into that. But before I did, let me take Rob down. And so I'll use this to talk about this release here. So let me get into it. So this is a JMI title that I got recently from the folks over at JMI. So Jay Cohn and Steve Mandel. They're the producers at JMI. I'm a huge fan of theirs. And this title, actually, if we go over, oh, why isn't my?
They're out of New York, right?
Yeah. Actually, let me. I pulled this up to kind of do a quick promo here. So I actually had a radio set with these guys who run JMI. They have a radio show called Labeled, and I have the full broadcast. So this is us here. That's Steve, Sugar Steve, and that's Jake. And that's the WKCR booth. And that's me holding up some Prez and Bird. And you can listen to the whole thing here. So I'm going to drop a link if you guys want to check it out. Go over to my Substack there. But the reason why I mentioned that is because when I was there, they gave me this promo.
Oh, nice.
So this is actually a sequel, and it's a pretty cool story. So when JMI first started out, they put out this title Maya, and it has Alexander Sever, Omir Goverine, Floris Capine, and Wouter Kuhn. And I think they're Slovian or Dutch, but they're European, and it's basically a vibes quartet, vibraphone, piano, drums, bass. And this was recorded over in Europe, but they reached out to the guys at JMI and asked them to put it out, so they did. So they had that relationship there, and they were able to, I'm pretty sure, the new title, which is just the Omar Goverine Quartet. So it's the same guys, but this is they changed the title. All Things Equal. And here are the guys. But it's a fantastic recording. I think they flew over to New York. I think they were awarded money, like a grant money to do this. So they came to New York and they recorded them. And this record is killer. It's really good. The piano, it's like kind of avant playing. But Vibes piano, they record all analog. Like I think they record to 2-track. And that's part of the process. So yeah, Rob, did you have Maya, correct? The first album?
Actually, I believe Notes and Tones gifted me. VCLT'd me that.
Okay. Nice. What did you think of that title?
It's good. It's a good, I mean, solid jazz.
Yeah.
You know, it's good. I mean, it's good.
Yeah. Well, I will say this new title is significantly, I think they're playing is, I think it's recorded much better, number one. And the dynamics on the recording on the piano.
Did they record it in the same place, or
let me see. You know, they provide all the information here. So it was Reservoir Studios, New York City, January 2021, on a Studer A800 Mark III multi-channel tape recorder on RTM 911 2-inch tape, mixed down to a Studer mastering record A80 on a SM 911 half-inch tape. So it's an all analog process, but the music
recorded
is
during
really
COVID.
good. What's that?
So it was recorded during COVID.
It was recorded 2024.
2024. I thought you said 2021.
I mean, the last album only came out a couple years before, right?
Right. Actually, let's see if they even mention that here. I don't know if they have the year. They don't. But yeah, this title is really good. So I only listened to it one time, so I need to sit with it for a little bit. But I think you guys would love this. And I'm not sure if you can stream it, but again, I'll drop a link to the information on the JMI website for anybody who wants to pull up the information. I don't know if you could stream it or not, but you might want to check.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So now the main event. We had the Verve Record Club announcement. Rob, did you talk about this on your live stream?
Yes. So it's sloppy seconds here to hear the information, everyone.
Oh, God, come on, Rob.
No. So here's what I find with my live stream. There's a sprinkling of people that like jazz, but most of the people just come to listen to me be an idiot, but we talk about all types of music. So here we'll get to the meat and potatoes of most people are, I think. Here's the can I do the Verve right?
Jump in, do it.
Okay. So I signed up right away. In fact, I went to go grab an album. I should have grabbed the one that I signed up initially because they dropped the self-titled Coltrane Impulse album.
Rob, do you want to just go over what the announcement is first? Would that help?
Well, why don't we just play up where it's coming from? Verve started a subscription service to compete with like the Vinyl Me Please model. And even though they're part of the same Universal Music, sort of what the Tone Poet Society is. And you sign up, and they have tiered signups. You could get sign up monthly for a high price, and then it drops down a little bit per album if you sign up for a longer period of time. Now they started with the self-titled Coltrane Impulse album, and I will have to say the album they sent me was warped. They replaced it, so good customer service. But my experience was it's not what a Tone Poet is, what they put out. Now I think they're 6 or 7 or 10 albums into this club. The titles they've been picking were not to what I would sign up for. They dropped Louis Armstrong. If you want, I mean, it's up to you if you want to go down what they've dropped so far. Now,
if you want to just do it from memory, I don't think we have to pull it all up.
I think the buildup is good because
no, it's good.
This announcement is what I personally want from one of these clubs. This announcement is stuff you can't get anywhere else. It's hard to get. And I wish this is how they would start the club because it's kind of been lackluster, in my opinion, and I think a lot of people's opinions.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So can you tell everybody what the titles are, please?
Well, I would have to. I know off the top of my head they released a Ella Fitzgerald record. They did the Louis Armstrong "Hello Dolly," but all the time I think they might have dropped a Bill Evans. Is it Empathy? The one I think one of the ones he did was Shelly Man trios, and that it again. Chad did. I have the Chad 45 of that. Although I love Bill Evans and he might be one of them. Yeah, dog. You like Bill Evans too. But I think those are some of them. I think they're less than 10 titles into this thing. Am I wrong? Are you pulling it up? I would have to pull on my phone. You're muted.
Okay, so what I was trying to do, but it looks like I didn't do this. So I did a live stream about 4 months ago about this club, and I recommended that they do Love Supreme Mono. So I thought I'd be able to find that video of me holding that up for that, but I don't actually think I held up the record. But anyway, I am very pleased with this. I thought this was a smart decision.
So can you talk about Love Supreme Mono? Because you did a video. I think I was with you on this video, and you kind of just made it why this is a significant title. This version. Yeah,
let me share my screen. I don't know, my screen keeps losing its sharing.
I think I really do think StreamYard's whatever's going on fucks with your computer. I'm a big believer of this.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, let's break this down. Okay.
Okay.
So this is the announcement, one of the announcements. It's Love Supreme John Coltrane mono. They're asking for $40. You could add it to your cart. So I don't even think this is ships on September 26th. Okay.
I think you have to join. Does it say it's an exclusive, or is the box set the exclusive?
No, I don't think either are exclusives anymore. I think they made them open, both of them.
Smart move.
But let's keep going. We'll get to the Village Vanguard one because I think yesterday the announcement they pulled it down, right? Is that what you were saying?
I don't know. I don't know that.
All right. Well, this is the Coltrane mono. And this is an original. There are a number of entries, and I do want to scan through the entries just to see the mono LPs that are available. But this is like a general one for the original mono pressing. So this is recent data from 2025. It's sold a bunch of times already this year. It's all over the place, but generally it's going to be over $200, probably over three.
I've seen it 3 times in the wild.
Okay.
I just saw one in Rochester, dead mint, $400.
Yeah, it's a 2 to whatever 200 start.
So I want to go back because number one, I did want to point out that on Discogs for this one entry, and we'll look at other ones too, over 2,000 people have this. So it's not it's obviously not rare, and there's 30 copies available. It's just an expensive record.
Well, now it was not recorded in mono, right?
No, it was not recorded. It wasn't like mono and stereo. This was stereo.
Now, why did they feel the need to put out a mono version?
It was just because it came out. What was Love Supreme? 1964?
Probably, right?
65. It's right there on the screen, buddy.
65. So, it was just the time. They put out mono, stereo, everything in 65.
Yeah.
And the way they made this mono is a fold down, right?
Correct. So if you have a stereo and you have a mono switch, you can just listen to it that way.
Yep.
Now, for
the most part,
I think when I talked about it on my stream, someone had mentioned that was being very nerdy about it, not in a bad way, but that it really doesn't have the elements of mono when you're listening to it.
Well, hold on. I have it, and I'll give you my impressions in a little bit.
But,
so these are all the entries on Discogs in the entire world for LP and mono. Okay, so it was pressed in 65. So look, the test pressing they say is 64, Rob. So that means it's a 64 session, which means I am correct.
Everyone,
my session date, man.
Can you pat Mike on the back there for his being rightness?
Okay, so all right, so we have a lot here. So this is US, Canada. It was repressed. There's a club edition mono. There's a promo mono.
I think there's is there a 70s mono?
No, I don't think so. But hold on, there's one in France, which is on Vega, and it's got the flip back jacket. That looks cool. How much is that? Let's see how much the French one goes for. So that one's expensive too. And then there's a Canadian one by Spartan, who I've had a Spartan before, and the vinyl quality was a little noisy.
Well, no, I've bought several Spartans, and typically they use the American metalwork.
Yes, they have.
You talking about the Canada press?
Yeah,
the Canadian presses
they're good. They're good.
They're perfectly fine. Maybe you just had a bad.
And the jackets are just like the Americans.
Yeah. Kieran and Needle Groove in Montreal has a lot of those. He's never said anything bad about them.
The logo's cool too, but it's Van Gelder, the Dead Wax. Typically, it's the same.
So there's another US entry. There's a UK entry. So this is the UK one with this cover. That's
really cool.
Yeah, that is really cool. And then the flip back jacket.
Yeah,
and then his master's voice. And that'd
be a cool one to seek out just for collectors' purposes.
Oh, look, there's not even anything in the white circle.
Yeah,
that is awesome.
That's nerd stuff right there.
Yeah, man. So then UK, there's Spain, 1966. There's a Spanish one. That looks pretty cool. Okay, so and then it goes on. There's and that's it. So 67 is the last time the LP, and then for some reason it's showing me, even though I filtered by LP, it's showing me some files. a CD. I guess this is all the mono. There's this LP in 2016.
Yeah, but those look suspicious.
That's the complete masters.
Okay.
And that also came out in Europe.
So that box includes the mono?
I guess it does. Or there's a no, it actually might be a live concert that they put out in mono. I think a piece of the box is mono.
Okay.
So I think that's why it's there. And then there's one from Spain that's not dated. And then there's this US one, which is also not dated, but it clearly says mono on the jacket. But look at the.
Yeah, I think.
So that is a.
That
is that an 80s
right
pressing?
there is that's a. I have some records that they did during that time. It's a reissue campaign.
I wonder if it really is mono. I guess we could.
I don't know about that. That looks like those horrible '90s reissues they did.
That's what I'm saying. There was a reissue campaign at some point.
I don't.
Oh my gosh! Look at this. There's one available for. They want $872.
Yeah, well, they're mentally insane. Scroll down a little bit. Scroll down.
Okay.
Pressed. So I'm guessing that's a real one. I don't know.
Yeah. But what is this an 80s?
That
pressing?
label looks suspiciously like the 90s horrible pressings they did.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, those are so that's it.
Okay.
So one more thing I can do is if I go back to this, I go to all the copies for sale. Let's go. We're gonna do.
Sorry about this.
One last thing.
Mike, we should require you to purchase something every time you do this.
Okay. We're just going to go in the United States.
At least show your card so everyone can empty all the albums out of it.
We'll go a 1965 copy, and we're going to go VG Plus. So if you want a 1965 mono right now, the cheap for VG Plus on Discogs anywhere in the world is that UK one.
But that guy says you can make an offer. You can make an offer for it.
Yeah, but still,
let me ask you a question. Okay. How does it sound? You have it and you listen to it.
Yes.
How does it sound?
All right. So I feel like no matter how you get this record, it is just an amazingly recorded record. It sounds incredible. So I pulled it out because of the news and I just gave it a listen. And I was immediately just stunned again by the composition and how it is fresh through the entire thing. It's so well done. It's crazy. I know. I feel like
everyone has a copy. Even
you're fine then.
Then even
the any version of this is going to sound
the series, the Verve reissue series they did. That's good. I have the HQR whatever.
UHQR. Yeah.
That thing is jaw-droppingly good. Like that thing sounds better than the regular reissue.
So this is my mono.
That putting on the platter and listening to it, forget about the musicality of it. How does it sound? In my opinion, I think the more important thing is that it's a Van Gelder mastered pressing. I think comparing Van Gelder to Kevin Gray or whoever cuts this one. Did he do the fold down? He did the fold down? Yes. Okay. So I feel like the thing is the mastering engineer and just the time and the console that was used is going to give you a bigger difference, I feel like, than the mono and stereo, even though that is obviously a big difference too. But I just feel like I just prefer the earlier pressings because the horns sound sharp on my system and it just sounds more present. And so I kind of prefer the vintage pressing. I also have the Analog Productions 33 stereo, and that one sounds fine, but it sounds perfect. It's different experiences, but I like both of them. And I think honestly, it's such a well-recorded record that most copies you get are going to sound pretty damn good. Nate, you're incorrect. It is a Kevin Gray in the Dead Wax. They use the same plates. So the reason why I say that is, yes, it's really expensive to get a clean mono. This mono is going to sound, I think, very different than an original mono. And so you're going to basically get a fold down of the more modern reissue, I'd assume. Does anybody know who's cutting these? Yeah, it's
the Verve Club.
No. You can go back to the description. It's what's his face?
Hey, Brandon.
It's the new guy. It's the mastering.
Matthew Luthans.
It's Luthans at the mastering lab. Am I correct?
If I recall, those kind of maroonish colored, weird orange reissues are from around 2000.
Yeah,
and I
horrible.
think they are all from the master tapes. There's a bunch of different issues, and I can't remember who.
I thought they were all digital. I thought they were all digital.
No,
those were digital.
No, those are the ones from the 80s and 90s. The ones I used to have a Love Supreme that I just bought that was that one, and it is actually from the tapes. But I have an original, so I just sold it. I sold the reissue.
Okay, so here's the factoid. This new mono is Ryan K. Smith pressed at RTI with a tip-on jacket. Okay? Everyone got that? Have you written that down in your books?
I'm sure it's going to be cool, and I kind of want to get it, but I probably won't because I already have 2 copies of it, and I'm fine with this.
You can send me one of those extra copies.
But I think it's a cool pick, and I don't know. I think it's a pretty cool pick.
I think it. Here's the deal. Is it going to be the best sounding version of the album? Maybe not. But it's a cool thing to get. They're putting it in a quality way.
Yeah.
And
it is a different listening experience. They're all down. They're all down the middle, as opposed to Train being in the left, which is a whole different experience.
I do have it.
It's not 50.
Okay, and I wrote it down because it was confusing, just like as we were all discussing. So they're the back to blacks, and the monos were white, and the stereos were that weird orange, as I recall.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And I wrote down because I have a stereo original, but I got this because it was cheap. Back to Black 2009 original tapes.
Okay.
Because I made sure I found out all that.
Yeah,
stuff.
but that wording, even in 2009, it's kind of mysterious. They used the original tapes where they make them digital. No,
I wrote original tapes, which means I found out they used the original tapes.
No, and what I'm saying, what we've learned over the last 3 or 4 years, they use the term original tapes.
Right, but this is
the original tapes, but they made.
Well, who gives a shit? How does it sound?
But Rob, what I'm saying is, I wrote original tapes because I did the research and it said something remastered from the original tapes. So I'm pretty sure with the research I did, it was from the original tapes. And I'm not saying all the back to blacks were that way, but apparently this one was. So
is there Wally in the Dead Wax on that?
Wally.
Yeah, Wally Truggett. But he did the Concierge series, and those are digital.
Let me go look in the light because it's dark right here.
What I'm saying is what we've learned, like with this stupid Steely Dan 33 reissues, there was a digital step in that.
All right. So, Dave, tell us about your Love Supreme experience.
Oh, I mean, it's one of the first jazz records I picked up. I got it in the used bins at Lunchbox, and I think it's an 80s MCA, and it's all I've ever needed.
With the rainbow?
The music's incredible. The first time I ever played that record, the music blew my mind, and I just haven't. I stood in line once at Noble. One morning, I was first in line because he was putting an OG mono on the wall.
Yeah,
and this was probably the first year he was open. So so prices weren't where they are now, and I want to say it was $100, and it was a minty copy.
You didn't buy it?
No, because the guy that showed up second in line, he pulled in right after I did. He drove all the way from, where was it? From Columbia, South Carolina, like almost 2 hours away. And he came literally to get that. He told me, I'm here to get the Coltrane. And so I was like, oh, hell. I can't just walk. I felt bad. I was like, I'm not going to walk in here and take it right in front of this guy that just drove 2 hours.
Why not? You should have done a dance in front of him.
I was just happy he was going to save me $100 that day.
I think it's awesome that you did that. That seems awesome.
I let the guy get the record, and I got some other shit that day that was great.
Yeah,
There was
but
good. There's always
karma
good stuff.
didn't help you out because you have that crazy neighbor next to you screaming all the time.
He's gone. He's gone.
Does he scream a Love Supreme?
He's gone. He gone. I got the house to myself.
Okay.
So when did you?
Are we talking a Love Supreme?
Let's do it. Which copies do you have?
So I used to have an original mono that was probably VG.
Yeah.
And I got this a while. This is an original stereo.
Nice.
And to be honest, I like the stereo better. And I think the mono is considered by most to be the proper one. But I like the stereo better. So I found this for like $100. This record wasn't very expensive 5 years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
It really wasn't.
$100.
I think I paid $100 for this near mint original stereo 5 or 6 years ago. Where'd Mike go?
Probably walk the dog.
And I just like the stereo better, but because I didn't have a mono, I bought this back to black, and I think they were $30.
Yeah.
I probably bought this not in 2009, but probably in 2015 or something.
How's it
was
sound?
still like a new copy in the wrapper at the record store.
Cool. Does it sound good? You've kept it, so I would think so.
It sounds fine, but this is the one I always listen to because I like the stereo better.
Yeah. It's cool to have both, though.
See, I found this at a store used for $100.
Oh yeah.
So I have four. I think I have 4 copies. I have the Verve Reissue series. I have a 1972 pressing. Doesn't have Van Gelder.
Yeah.
But this by far blows them all away. It really does.
Is it 45 or 33?
It's 45.
Yeah.
It really does. It really just does sound jaw dropping. And I'm
sure it sounds great.
I am not the buyer of these. I have this.
No, I get it. I get
Miles Davis, but this was too good to pass up, and it was worth every penny.
Well, it's like Chad said in that interview he did recently. Said, "I'll send you my copy and a diaper."
I mean, I hate. I have no problem criticizing anyone for nonsense. That thing was worth every penny. And
did you shit your pants? Was it so good?
I mean, I'll tell you this. The only time I've shit my pants figuratively is sitting in front of Wilson speakers. It was with Chad. I was at that thing.
Oh, yeah, you told us that one. You told us that one.
When he played, and I didn't even know this existed, and I just changed subject a little bit. The Louis Armstrong, St. Oliver, he released what's the song? Saint something Infirmary. He released that as a 45 single 12-inch.
Yeah.
He played that on Wilson speakers, and I am not joking that it sounded like Louis Armstrong was standing there singing it. So that you need Wilson speakers to make you shit your pants. I'm sorry.
Yeah. My friend has a really nice system, and he's got some, I think they're Danish speakers.
Yeah.
And they're not anywhere in my price range. And he's got a turntable that looks like it has a brake drum, and it's beautiful.
Yeah, it looks like a spaceship.
It's beautiful, and it has a stereo arm and a mono arm. Yeah, it's just, and that thing, I have to say that the speakers he has sound incredible.
Yeah, on my modest system, I have a really above A++ amp, the Prima Luna tube amp. In my little bookshelf speakers, this thing is kick-ass. So all I have to say is, that's my opinion.
Here's what I have to say about small speakers. If you don't have a big, huge room, there's no reason you need massive speakers. And there's no reason you need a woofer that's 12 inches. No. Because I listen to my music about 12 to 15 feet away from my system. So there's no reason you can't get incredible sound from speakers that are this big, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I got these little acoustic research, and I sit like right here, so maybe 6 feet away, you know, like you're saying.
I mean, unless you're listening to Van Halen 2 outside at a party, you know, you don't need Serwin Vegas that are as big as you.
No, I have clips bookshelf speakers.
Oh, those are great.
Yeah, everyone has the ones they like.
Yeah.
Your tube amp is going to color the sound somewhat too.
Yeah.
And it's what you like.
Yeah, I have the clips in my other room. That's probably similar to Rob's for my 78 setup.
Yeah, I find clips to be a little on the treble side for me, but my ears are more sensitive to that range probably because they're damaged in a certain way. We all have like our frequencies that annoy us more, and I think it's from playing guitar.
Yeah.
Well,
Getting back to this Coltrane announcement.
Love Supreme.
It's not essential, but I think it's a cool thing. It's what I prefer these clubs do to get you to buy stuff from them.
Yeah.
You know, this is a good
pick. I think it's a great pick. Yeah. It is such a the thing is, everybody probably already has a copy of it, right?
Of course.
A lot of people, and I know there's new collectors that obviously don't, but I'm just saying a lot of people, it's a very famous recording.
At one point, I had 4 different copies of it.
I mean,
and on vinyl only.
So I listened to it yesterday, Brandon, and he just like plays with the same like themes, I guess, but he kind of expresses them differently throughout the two sides. And it's just so like, I kept thinking like, I was always interested no matter where in the composition of where he was going to go next. And I felt like I understood where he was going. That it was like, I don't know. It's just a great,
that record is a religious experience.
Yeah.
So, you know, when I was a kid, I got, someone said, not quite a kid, but like 13. So young teenager. I saw Miles Davis on Saturday Night Live, and I was like, I want to get into jazz. So I went to my local Morning Glory store, and that was the name of the record store, used record store. And I said, I want Miles Davis. What's good Miles Davis? And they said, well, you got to get Kind of Blue. And the guy said, and I think you should get In a Silent Way. And actually, In a Silent Way turned out to be my favorite because I was 13. So the funkier album became more of my favorite. And then I went back and I said, I want more jazz. And they said, well, you got to get A Love Supreme and you got to get Giant Steps. Now, Giant Steps for a 13-year-old, that did not resonate with me. I thought it was kind of cool, but it seemed way too artsy and experimental. But A Love Supreme, I played all the time. So I think it's one of those records where you don't have to be a jazz person, because I wasn't a jazz person yet, to totally dig that record. You know,
I agree.
And I'd be walking around going, A Love Supreme. You know, it's like it sticks in your head kind of thing, you know. And I know like I could almost do, you know, you can do that. The way it begins, you kind of, it's like an immediate feeling of like, you know that bass line's going to come in. It's just like, you know, the song so well, the album so well, that it's kind of one of those things. I mean, I know In a Silent Way that well, and Kind of Blue probably that well too, you know, but those, you know, those were like the 3 jazz albums I had for like until I was in college.
Do you know the other record he has vocals on?
I probably have it.
Yeah, I have it. It's
what is it?
That live album.
Yeah.
Live at Temple University.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well,
yeah. That's it.
Well,
that's the only one. There's other vocals?
I'm trying to think in my head, you know, Love
Supreme, obviously,
but then
there's obviously when he does it on Well, actually, I guess when he does a Love Supreme live, does he even do the vocals on the live albums? I don't think he does, right? Maybe on some
you talking
of
about
them.
Live in Seattle?
The one that I told everyone to get that Charlie reissued, the France one, I believe he sings a Love Supreme on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's great from like the opening moment where I think there's like I think Jimmy Garrett, I think it comes in with bass. And then it's just like, it's like off. Like he comes in, I don't know what you'd call it. I'm not a musician, but like, whereas other very famous jazz records like Kind of Blue is much more of a burn on the first track to get to the first solo, where on this Coltrane just like jumps right in.
Well, yeah, he's like, I'm here.
Yeah.
Coltrane does that on a few records where he's like, just in case you didn't know this was a John Coltrane record, I'm gonna let you know. But he does that on Blue Train too.
Oh, I was listening to Blue Train today.
You know, where it's like, I am the one making the, you know, it's like he kind of does that hello, and I'm gonna put my signature sound on it a little early. Yeah.
I know I say this a lot, but like his Prestige sessions are, I think, underappreciated, because I think, I don't know, some of the bigger group sessions he's not like playing brilliantly on, but like some of those like smaller group with Red Garland, he is unreal on those.
No, I mean, they're great. I think we all have a prejudices because we know that Prestige released them after he was famous, and in some cases posthumously. So we kind of have a little bit of, you know, what I think is a record that people don't talk about enough is Sonny's Crib, where Coltrane is just awesome.
I love that one.
Well,
so
what's up?
You know,
are we going to move into talking about that box?
Yeah. Okay. So Brandon, I
was late. Sorry. Let me know.
That's all right. Up? So we just finished the segment on Mono Love Supreme announcement. The second one we wanted to get to was Coltrane Village Vanguard 1961, which is this original LP, which was put out no, this is not it.
I don't think that is.
It's 60. It's 62. 62.
There's two live at the Village Vanguard.
No. And then I don't think. Yeah, I don't think that is. This is what the.
Oh my God!
That's a reissue.
Hold on, calm down. This is not a reissue. This came out in 77. This are Coltrane, the other Village Vanguard session. This is part of what is coming out in the box. So these are recordings. Go to the blurb so we can read. So I don't get held to a different thing.
I was commenting on the record that Mike held up, not
no. Okay, so Brandon, calm down. You came in late. So Verve has a record club that you can join. Initially, this announcement was made 2 days ago. They sent out an email to club members.
There we go. Okay.
Right. So this was released, I think, originally, this set is CD set in 2009 or when?
It's this. It's right here.
Okay, 1997.
Okay.
But hold on.
Okay.
This came out in 77. This is recordings from that show. So originally in 77, this is how you get it. It's a 2 LP. The recording is amazing. It sounds excellent.
Okay.
So this is what I have from it. Came out in 1977.
Okay.
2 LP set, and it really does sound amazing. Yeah, so that's my 2 cents about this issue. Yeah.
So it is not, it doesn't, this is a totally separate date, this one?
Yeah, I believe that's not part of it. Because this show had Eric Dolphy in it. It also had Reggie.
Well, what are the dates? What are the dates on that? And you look at your dates, Mike.
So this is November 1961, which is what this box is. And Dolphy's on this. So Dolphy's on bass clarinet.
Okay.
So, and then on side B, he's not there. So I guess then
I'm wrong, but
okay. So that's
still good.
Puzzle too. All right.
This is from November 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, 1961.
This is the complete, the other 2 days.
So they added a couple extra shows.
Right. And also, Ahmad Abdul Malik is playing on this. Reggie Workman is playing on this. And Eric Dolphy, other than his main McCoy Tyner, Jimmy Garrison, and Elvin Jones.
Okay.
So that is who else is on it.
Okay.
So all right.
All right. Okay. All right.
I have the one that I guess.
Yeah.
I have that too. But
what pressing is that?
It's a first pressing mono.
Nice.
Oh, very nice.
Although, I'm more into at the time that I got this, I was all about mono, and now I'm all about stereos. So
yeah,
I have a stereo.
Everything has changed.
Sell that for a bunch of money, then go buy
Okay, so can somebody take us through the compositions on this, like the style that's being played? Has anybody listened to this recently?
It's been a while.
I'm not wrong, by the way.
What did you think?
So you got Dolphy, Tyner, Reggie Workman on bass, Elvin Jones on drums. So it's the classic group, except Garrison is replaced by Workman.
Hey, Brandon, I just said this. In addition to his classic group, you have Abdul Malik on it, and you also have Eric Dolphy, and you also have Reggie Workman. Those three other musicians are also part of this whole show.
On the big thing. On this thing, Eric Dolphy, it's Reggie Workman replacing Garrison and Eric Dolphy, and that's it. And these 4 tracks or whatever it is. Actually, it's only 3 tracks. So you get Spiritual, Softly as a Morning Breeze, and Chasing the Train. So you get sort of a newer one, and then you get older ones.
Actually, here's what's on this one if you want to see.
Sure. That's just more from the same thing. Do you get those 3 tracks, or Chasing the Train and Spiritual, and then you get some other stuff?
All right. Well, so anyway, the CD, I want to go back to the CD. So this is the CD. And what's notable is that the artwork in the CD is also being used for the LP. So I don't know who the artist is, but maybe we can find that out. Illustration is Greg Christie. So he did all these illustrations here, which are pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, I like them. And that is what they're using for the box. So that's pretty cool. It's $200. And I haven't listened to this in a long time.
Why is it discounted?
I don't know.
Are they having a sale on everything?
Wow.
Maybe. So here's a link to it if anybody wants to go to the website.
Yeah.
But it's $200. You get 7 LPs. It's the Vanguard session. It's classic session.
Personally, between having obviously that original Village Vanguard and having this 2 LP set, I don't think I'm going to go for all that vinyl. If I come across the CD box and it's like $30, maybe I would consider that.
Yeah, you could find that CD box probably in Amoeba for a good price,
Yeah.
Yeah, it might go down. It might go down in, 6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see. I think it's a cool announcement. I know. So I had a poll starting.
Killer announcement. I think.
Yeah, that's a great box set.
Yeah. So we have 80 votes in the poll. The poll is, I will likely buy the A Love Supreme Mono, the complete box Village Vanguard, both of them or neither of them. So neither has won the poll. It's over half of the people who voted said they will buy neither. 11% said they'll buy both. 21% want the Vanguard box, and 14% is the mono. So there you go.
The box basically, other than neither.
And the box will be limited too. It does come with a 20,
most people have a nice copy of A Love Supreme.
Yeah.
And makes the live one more.
Getting back to this box, And I would like to say this because we're inundated with live performances, especially that are pressed on vinyl, that sound very archival. This, oh, get out of here, Mazzy. You don't
I'm
like
just illustrating your verbiage.
So I want to say this. This live recording is outstanding. It sounds very good. So that's what I want to say.
Hey, Mazzy, how's it going?
That's what makes this stand above most live.
I'm just Rob's Vanna White here, turning letters.
What do you think of it, Mazzy?
I remember I probably haven't listened to it in 5 years completely. During the pandemic was the last time I remember, because I listened to a lot of this stuff then. I love this stuff. Obviously I was an all-in CD person, especially I like box sets, and I really built my jazz after doing some 90s purge of vinyl, like a third of my collection, especially with jazz. I really dived into these things. That's why Mike and I agree, and I got into all the, whether it's the Ben Webster or the Nat Cole or the Charlie Parker, especially all that stuff, CDs got me into like major deep dives into that stuff.
Hey, Mazzy, I think the first ever video of yours I saw, you showed your CD box sets of jazz that you had up on like a white shelf.
Yeah, there's
or like on like a windowsill almost.
Yeah, I have a ledge, and all my jazz CDs are on the ledge, and there's
yeah. That was early, one of your early videos, wasn't it?
See,
Dave,
you and I could date because you pay attention to me.
Hey, Dave, I was actually there, and I was told by Mazzy, you can look, but you cannot touch.
What about the drum kit? Could you at least get on the drum kit?
Yeah,
no,
of course.
I put my ball sack on the drum kit.
Yeah.
The book is a key that showed the actual show
like
dates.
The brothers.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Because I used to, also not all the the different illustrators on some of this stuff, like in the book here, because we used to have an illustration division. We used to rep illustrators, and one of my illustrators, Mark Ulrichsen, did a series, not for Verve. I forgot who he did. Because there was a time, remember a lot of those CD reissues would use illustration and blues covers, and this guy Mark Ulrichsen does a lot of New Yorker covers. Did a lot of stuff like this, which is kind of cool stuff. So
now, was the reason that was it copyright reasons to not use the original artwork, or why was
there weren't original artwork for these. These were never issued completely.
I don't know. Whoever did
No. When you were, that artist was doing the stuff for you.
Well,
never mind.
It doesn't. Maybe I missed. Well, like with photography. I mean, what happens? There was a lot of those reissues. Remember, like the whole bachelor pad scene when they were reissuing all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, Esquivel.
Exactly. Yeah. A lot of those, and there's a lot of blues things. Capitol did a lot, and Verve, and with Ella Fitzgerald and all that kind of stuff. They use a lot of illustration. First of all, it's cheaper, but it also stands out when you're doing a series. Remember going back to those paintings for the what is it, from 1978 to 84? Those the Verve twofer, polygram twofers. Lester Young and Ella Fitzgerald and Bill Evans. Yeah, I love those. Those are all illustration paintings. So anyway,
I just dropped everybody's social media links. So if you haven't, go and follow or subscribe. And when you're doing that, give the live stream a like.
Actually, Daniel's made a good point. I think in all the writing, it doesn't say who did it.
Didn't say who did
I don't know what's going on there.
Didn't say who did what.
Remastering
the box. It didn't say who remastered or where it's being pressed at, or the source.
Okay. So the here, there is source. Hold on, let me jump in.
Yeah, the CDs was Eric Lappin at MCA Studios.
Hold on, we got it right here. So note, this set was mastered from the original analog tapes, except for 6 tracks derived from digital sources that were processed through our analog chain. So I guess they probably took a digital file and put it to tape during the creation of the master cutting tapes. So, most of it's from tape.
It doesn't.
It's really funny though. It's funny on the CD. It says the same thing. It says With the exception of 5 masters, which are derived from second-generation tapes, the original tapes were used to produce this set. So it says
who's
it on the
credited,
DVD.
Mazzy? Who's credited as mastering it in that?
Well, this is digitally mastered by Eric Lapson at MCA Studios using 20-bit super mapping. Remember, this is 1997. So
now, what studio? It's not going to be like that guy.
MCA. That's probably in-house. MCA.
Yeah,
You know,
I hope it's not the in-house guy.
Well, you know that the reissue is produced by Michael Kuskuna, and this is when I think Kevin Gray worked for MCA around this time. Or no, he would be gone by then.
Because MCA took over Impulse.
Who's the guy who did the Jellyfish records, Mazzy?
I don't remember his name.
He did the mono Beatles US box.
I don't remember his name. Right.
For people who are not watching and just listening, I pulled up the Discogs sales for the Coltrane CD set, and right now you can get one that's in very nice condition, VG Plus, for $26. This is the CD box Mazzy's showing. So if you don't want to shell out $200 for that LP set, this looks like a pretty excellent option. It's got the same artwork too.
Yeah, this kind of stuff's great on CDs. These kind of box sets.
Yeah, so I dropped the link if anybody's interested in picking that up, because that's pretty cheap.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, were there any other announcements? I showed the JMI title, wherever that was.
You get a mini poster too. So
I did want to just do a shoot. I want to give results of a shootout. So I think you guys will find this interesting. So I have 2 of the same record, sort of. I have this Stan Getz Volume 1. This is a 10-inch on Prestige. This is pressed at Plastilite and mastered by Rudy Van Gelder. Initials in the dead wax and an ear in the dead wax, 10-inch.
What year?
What's that?
What year is that from?
This is like 51 or something.
Okay.
51, 52. And it's Prestige 102. So it's their second LP they put out. They were putting out 78s before this, but this is their first 10-inch LP. And then this came up for $40, and it's like in such nice condition. It's like,
wow.
This is a 55 Stan Getz. It has some of the same material. It's the same tracks. That this is a 7002. So when they started doing the 12-inch LP, they gave Stan Getz the second entry again, and it's the same stuff. So I think when they transitioned from the 10-inch to the 12-inch, they just started putting out the same stuff with more tracks and different cover art. Because the difference is probably 4 or 5 years. So I did it. This one is pressed at Abbey Studios, and it is also mastered by Rudy Van Gelder. So you basically have 2 of the same tracks cut by the same engineer, 4 years apart, one pressed at Plastilite, one pressed at Abbey Studios. And I A-B'd the song Long Island Sound. And I got to say, the 10-inch was way noisier. I mean, the vinyl looks so clean on this that I think it's just noisy vinyl. It's 1951, so they're probably using like Vinylite or something like that. But it sounds okay. It's not terrible, but it's noisy for sure. And the mastering seems quieter. The dynamics really don't come through at all. And it's not like a Van Gelder recording. It's 51. So this was like probably WOR in New York. And they, the miking situation wasn't the best. So, and the recording technology wasn't the greatest. So this is the first time it came out. Then on this one, it's Van Gelder masters it again for 12-inch. So he's putting it through a system again 4 years later, and pressed that Plastilite. And this one definitely sounds better. Oh, and I'm sorry, pressed that Abbey Studios. I messed that up. The 10-inch was Plastilite. Abbey Studios actually never did 10-inch records, and I think they did I don't even know if they did 78s. I think they were relatively new pressing plant when this started in 55. So anyway, the Abbey Studios had way better vinyl, way quieter vinyl. It sounds louder, like the mix sounds louder, and because of that, you can hear things better. So it's more dynamic. So anyway, just a data point for people, because I've been getting these like 10 inches, and sometimes these can get pretty expensive. But if they reissued it a little bit later on 12-inch, it sounds better. So,
okay.
Mr. Levin or Levin, and I've known people that pronounce it either. I've had good friends named Levin or Levin, mentions that they have a spread here that showcases every recording date and the musicians, and if it was issued or not on what previous album here. So
Okay.
thank you, Mr. Levin or Levin. So,
Got it.
Unleavened bread.
well, yeah, one of my best friends, one of my friends was Jeff Levin, but I knew Levin's too. So,
And then the last thing I'll just say about that is, so the 10-inch Plastilite was worse than the 12-inch Abbey manufacturing pressing plant. However, I have earlier Blue Notes that I think sound better. So, and then I have some dials that sound really noisy too. So I think Plastilite probably gave you options on what material you wanted to use, is what I guessed, because there's definitely variation. Like the Blue Note 10, the number of the Blue Note 10 inches I have sound excellent. Now they might not be from 51. They probably actually, I don't know. Maybe the 51 ones I have do sound noisy. I'd have to double check.
Yeah, maybe it's just that year they were using a certain material.
Well, that year, it's like the first year LPs were even produced. There was like 78s were ending. They started pressing 78s not on shellac anymore, but on vinyl, and a lot of those sound really good. And I think some of the Blue Note ones are on vinyl. And then they used the vinyl to cut 33, and that started basically 1950. So this is a 51 pressing. So it's the first year.
The first jazz were on dial, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Maybe Columbia, then dial.
Yeah. But the early labels, they sometimes like the production quality, like the physical production quality, they made it real premium, like thick cardboard stock and glossy jackets, and they're just great pieces.
And it's funny that a lot of that stuff you had to mail order to get it.
Yeah.
You had to first send a request, and then they would send you like a catalog, then you would send a check, and then you'd get a record.
Yeah.
It was like it was a whole back and forth thing to get a hold of these things. When they were first testing it out, like the dial.
Another cool label, I don't know if anybody wants to talk about this, but Folkways was an early LP company that obviously not jazz. I mean, maybe some jazz, but I have like 1950s pressings of some Folkways jazz stuff, and it's
you got in a wormhole with that, didn't you, for a second?
Yeah,
with
Folkways.
The Folkways.
Cool.
And you always wanted the booklets that were in each one. The booklets. Right. What's all the folk and blues, Woody Guthrie stuff, Dust Bowl ballads, and I love Folkways stuff. But they're they do a lot of reissues, Smithsonian Folkways,
But they branched out into all genres, and there's like very rare and really good electronic records that you wouldn't even.
Did they do electronic? Wow, I know. I know Electra did.
Alex collects those rare Folkways.
Oh, I didn't know they did electronic. Because I know Electra did. Electra jumped in on a lot of experimental early on with the Explorer series, world music, all those things.
Folkways did some of that stuff too.
Huh. Interesting.
Definitely. Yeah. Oh yeah. They weren't afraid to put anything out.
Those black backs, that the fold around thing and half of it's black, but the books inside, a lot of times, like with the Woody Guthrie stuff, you'd have the score or the lyrics and the chord charts for the songs.
Yeah. Definitely.
I want to thank Mike for helping me on a special project today. So thank you.
Is this the kind of nonsense we'll hear tomorrow morning, Mazzy, on your
No, it's not about tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Thank you, Louis. That's unnecessary.
Louis must have hit it at the casinos this weekend.
Chris is with his family. It's a summer vacation time. I think Felipe's on a date.
Do you want me to show records that I picked up?
Yeah.
Well, let me go first because I only have one.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Oh, I have one CD, one record. Here's the CD minute. Jerry Allen, Life of the Song.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Got a lot of reflections today.
Yeah.
It's a trio. It's really nice. And inexpensive. It is
Who are the
Dave
other
Holland and Jack DeJohnette. So it's
wow.
it's a pretty well-known group here.
For sure.
And it's really I just love the way she plays. So, I mean, she's got really strong fingers. She plays powerfully.
I was sampling. She has an album where it starts and it's just her basically like being percussive with her mouth. I don't know how else to say it. And like she's basically making music like that for I think the first like 4 minutes, and then they get into just like a trio. But it's pretty wild. I forget the name
Is
of
she
it.
hitting her mouth, or is she just making sound?
She might be. It actually, I assume it's her, but it could be like the bass player. I actually don't know who's playing it like that, but it's I don't know. It was jarring when I sampled it. I was like, oh right, what is this? And it just never ended. So after like 4 minutes, then then the trio comes in or so. But she's pretty creative. I mean, that takes guts to do.
Okay, well, here's what I picked up. This is really cool.
Yeah.
This is Sam Rivers Sizzle.
Oh yeah.
It says
That's
disco.
killer LP.
It says
It's
disco.
not a disco album,
I know. I have it.
but it sure looks like a disco cover.
I think out of all his records, it's like a more affordable. It's on Impulse, right? Am I wrong?
It's on Impulse. It's on ABC Impulse.
Yeah.
And it is. Here's the band is amazing, and Rivers plays a lot of flute on this one. In fact,
Can you show the cover again, Brandon?
Yeah, is there a flute on the B side? I remember.
I need to listen to it more. I just got it.
Yeah.
It starts off with flute.
It's got
so
the Sam
group
Rivers
is-
hype sticker, man.
The group is amazing. It's Ted Dunbar on guitar, Dave Holland on bass or cello, Barry Altschul on drums, and there's someone doing percussion. Warren. Shit. Hold on. Let me turn the light on.
One shit. Okay.
Warren. Shit.
So after how many dates does Felipe bring to meet the jazz bums?
Mm-hmm.
Is it like 3 or 4?
We don't want to scare them off.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
It should be like 20.
Or anybody, not just Felipe, anybody who
Warren
dates.
Smith is on timpani and vibes.
Warren Smith. Okay.
Warren Smith, who I don't know, but I know the rest of the band. And Holland plays cello a lot on it, which makes sense. But it doesn't, just because you play bass doesn't mean you know how to bow. So
Yeah. That's what I love about Paul Chambers is his bowing on those Red Garland trios are just
his bowing on the
Bass on
Blue Note
top
one is amazing.
I forget who I was listening to. That was just killing it on bass. Probably one of the records I'm going to show. Stole the whole record.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's bold when I'm trying to think who am I thinking of? It may have been, you know what it was? It was Blanton, Jimmy Blanton and Ellington. I was listening to some of those tracks, and Blanton starts with a bowed bass, and those duets are unreal. They are so good. That's why if you don't have that Pablo, this one for Blanton, it's Ellington and Ray Brown.
I think he starts with bowing on this one, as I recall.
Yeah, I think that's right. There's like a solo bowing for like 4 minutes.
This album's beautiful, and it's one of my favorite covers. Let me take it out.
Yeah, I love that record.
This is one of the most beautiful design covers.
Was that the first Tone Poet year or second?
Yeah, that was an early one for sure.
Yeah, I like that record.
Yeah, when did it? No, I think this was like this is an original, but
it was one of the earlier ones.
So what's the label on that? What year is that? Is that a Lexington or is that a little later?
No, I think it's 47 West 63rd.
Okay.
Groove on both sides.
Oh, beautiful.
And it's actually pretty clean.
Yeah.
I got this this was an early purchase.
That's nice.
But yeah.
I was listening. I
There's
listened to that. Yeah. Hank Jones, Paul Chambers. Yeah. You know, it's funny that he doesn't even take he still takes the bass position in the lineup listing where he doesn't, he's on the second row.
It's pretty cool.
That is cool. I mean, I don't know if that's his decision, but I feel like it's just interesting. But yeah, Paul Chambers is great.
Shows some humility, I guess.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, I'm done.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, so I was listening to that Love Supreme mono, and it was so ridiculously good that I listened to I listened to Blue Train is very good as well. But it's kind of like, I feel like Blue Train is way more playful. I mean, it definitely is more playful than Love Supreme.
Yeah.
But it's just a different type of composition, but he is so good on that as well. And then I listened to Monin, and that was a great, like, I just kind of went through all the old big hits, and yeah. And then what else? Oh, I listened to Something Else, Autumn Leaves, which is good too.
My favorite jazz album.
Yeah. It's good.
From 1959 to 1960, 3 records I'll show really quick. I only listen to one.
Hold on. Get in line, Mazzy.
Oh, come on.
There was a silence.
He's got 3 records.
No. He's just throwing through.
I've been
Never mind.
You are a guest, Rob.
I can be a bigger man than Rob.
Wait. There's one answer to this. Mazzy, are you going to show jazz records?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Okay, Rob, I muted you. You are muted. Rob, you are a
You're
guest.
forgetting
here.
I control things here. I cannot.
I know. I don't know how that happened.
If you're going to run the Jazz Bun stream and Mazzy's going to burst in,
okay, listen. You are a guest here, Rob,
and not show jazz records, then he should be kicked out.
Okay,
Rob, that's fine.
I want you to tell me if these are not jazz records.
I'm yelling and boosting the viewer count. I'm just letting you know.
Okay. If these are not jazz records,
you,
then you can just toss me away. From 1959.
Okay.
There's
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
And these are promos. Okay,
Mazzy.
Promos. I haven't unwrapped this yet and played it, but I just want to give you a little preview. This is Ken McIntyre with Eric Dolphy.
This is bullshit. He hasn't even listened to them.
Well,
Rob's putting himself on mute now.
And then this one I have listened to because it's on the Beatles label. And this is Lee Morgan on VJ.
Oh, cool.
1960.
Did he just say Lee Morgan had a BJ?
Stop, Rob. Okay, Rob, you have to behave yourself.
I'm just trying to help you out. You have some old
guy. This is a great record. I'm sure the other ones are good. I haven't heard them. And
yeah, Gone with Wilson is really cool.
When people say, oh, you get these promos and all you say is good things about them. Yeah. I will say this. Almost all the Rhino High Five I've got and all the craft, especially the Bluesville and the OJCs, they're all great. Now, it just depends what you like. I've never had a bad sounding one or a bad pressing or anything. It just depends what you like or dislike musically, artist-wise. So when they say you're on a shill and you're getting the stuff and you're always saying good things, that's probably why. I get plenty of records I don't even show or mention because they're not my, like, Rob knows which ones those are.
Do you have a separate cube for the Gravy Train?
I do have a kind of. I do have a bin of things that I'm potentially going to make videos on. So, yes.
Are you going to put them in a bin? Need to listen to these records?
Oh, of course. I love this kind of stuff. I love these records. Yeah. I'm going to listen to them. Of course I will. Okay, that's it for me. Rob, it's your turn. You can have the rest of the night. You can sit here for 6 hours and show records. Hold on.
Hey,
why don't you just do an auction right now? We'll just go we'll go watch Netflix.
Okay, Mr. Whatnot. Hey, listen. What happened to Mike?
Walk the dog.
All right. Now that I control this nonsense. Dave, do you have any records you'd like to show?
I got 2.
Okay,
then you can show your stack.
Yeah,
all right.
Go ahead.
I did go to Noble the other day, and I did leave with one record from the jazz section because the others were all from other sections. But I found Frank Lowe, the Flam, Voice of America collection.
Yeah.
This is an original first press with that Sam Rivers
label. I have
Black
that
label.
one. I have that one. It's awesome.
Yeah, I didn't know it was going to be that pressing.
Yeah.
So I was happy to see that.
And very clean.
Yeah, because it belonged to the radio station. It's got the radio station markings on it, and it's minty. You can't even. There's no marks.
Someone
on
left
it
their
whatsoever.
phone number on it.
Yeah.
Listen, Mazzy, if you're a real jazz fan, you would know Noble Records got all those.
I know. I'm just
with the numbers and the thing.
I thought maybe that's where Felipe got the number of his date tonight off of record like that. So.
I'm being yelled at for being rude. That's so rude, Mazzy. That's an awesome record. Who's playing on there with him? Because that's
you got Joseph Bowie on trombone, Leo Smith's on trumpet, flugelhorn and wood flute, Alex Blake's on bass and electric bass, and Mr. Charles Bobo Shaw on drums. So yeah, it's a good mix of players.
So wait, a lot of those guys are part of the St. Louis
ensemble.
St. Louis. Where's Lowe from? How is Lowe's connection to all those guys?
Is that the Voice of America collection?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, what's the group? It's the Human Created. What is it called?
It's the Human and
Arts Ensemble.
Arts Ensemble. Yeah.
Yeah.
St. Louis, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's Joseph Bowie's the brother of Lester Bowie and blah blah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Isn't there a third?
Frank played with a lot of different folks.
No, yeah, I know. Yeah, I have lots of Frank Lowe records.
But this is from 76. So I was really stoked to get that because it was, I think he only had $34.99 on it. And
price.
I took trade in and I got 15 in trade. So it was 15 off of that. So and then the other record I got, this is one that Joe up in upstate New York would like. This popped up at Mike's local shop in Connecticut at Jerosa Records on their eBay. And I was looking just through a random search on eBay for test pressings. I don't know why. I've never done that. So I did it the other night. And this one popped out at me and it was, I think they had it listed for 50. And then, you start watching something when you're considering buying something on eBay and the sellers will throw a low ball at you, which is weird. I don't really like that.
That's kind of a good idea though, because they have someone who's interested at least.
Yeah. List it lower.
But you bought it, right? You bought it?
Oh, I know. But
it worked. Not
really. I was going to buy it anyway. I just needed to buy it when I wanted to buy it. But so they threw the low ball at me, and I accepted it a few days later. And down it came. It's Peter Brotzman with Mr. Laswell, Low Life from '87, and this is a test pressing. Wow. There were only 4 test pressings of this made, so there ain't much to look at. But man, is this is a good record. It's just the two of them, and Laswell it's an electric bass he's playing, and Brotzman's playing the baritone sax. So there's some really unique, heavy sounds, but really clean sounding, great recording. Obviously, it's a test pressing, so this is as close to the, as early as it gets.
Nice.
And it sounds incredible, and their playing is great. Really dig them as a duo. I don't know if they did anything more together, but I really dig this one. I didn't have it. And the original cover art isn't much to look at. So I'm happy with a test pressing 1 of 4, coming from Mike's shop. And they're very professional. I got to say that shop, they had this shipped same day in the mail. Yeah.
I do that.
Yep. So
hey, here's a cool one. Oh, keep going.
Go ahead. I'm done. I'm done. That's all I got.
We're talking about the Bowie brothers. This is on Muse. This is Lester Bowie, Rope and Dope with Joseph and Bobo Shaw's on it. Don Moyet's on it. And Malachi Favors is on it.
Oh, you both got it.
It's a good one.
Very cool. I've never found it.
It's a little out there, but I wouldn't say it's crazy.
What label again's that on?
It's on Muse.
I think he did like 4 or 5 records on Muse.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't see Muse records here much.
He
I
did
have
one,
about 3.
I'll find he has one that's like totally his face is on the cover with a profile.
That's I showed that last week.
That one's great.
That's on Black Saint though.
Oh, okay.
No. Well,
I have it right here. I have it.
Fast Last is what it's called. Fast Last. It's on Muse.
Well, I think I have that right here.
Yeah, I got that one at Carolina Soul when I went in the shop.
Fast Last has a couple different covers too.
Yeah, you're right. It does.
Hey, Rob, if you want to get stuff and sell it, you might think to go to DC soon. You might go to DC soon and go to NPR because they're going to have to start selling off some of their records to make up the money, the funding.
Okay, this is Mazzy doing his political dance for everyone.
No,
Brandon.
Yeah, I have that one.
Yeah, this is the one you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fast Last.
Yeah, it's Muse. It's Muse. This one. This was a radio station.
That's
copy.
the one I was talking about. That one.
KZSC.
Oh yeah, that one.
Oh, yeah.
No, that's a different one. The Fast Last is on Muse, but there's 2 different covers, I believe, on Muse, or the other one might be Cobblestone.
Yeah, this is a bigger group too.
Yeah, one thing about that record, be careful when you buy that record because there were shitty Scorpio versions put out.
Oh, really?
In the 90s, yeah, and they sound horrible.
Well, this is kind of it belonged to KZSU. I don't know where that radio station was, but it's a white label. It's a white label promo with a lot of stamps. Oh, Stanford, California was the radio station. Because that's what they put their own stamp on the label.
Radio station.
That's a college radio.
Yeah. How the hell this ended up in the shop in Durham, North Carolina?
Hey, haters are the same as likers, dude. Okay.
Some student went to Stanford, got his law degree, became a lawyer in North Carolina.
Well, it almost should. This should belong to Felipe. He went to Stanford.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Maybe I'll have to give this to Felipe.
I have that. I have. You guys were showing Lester Bowie stuff.
Yeah. What do you got?
I have both the 2 that Rob and Dave you just showed. Let me see what else I got.
I need to look for the one Brandon showed.
Oh, I have this one.
No, it's the same.
This one's pretty cool.
Dope.
Dope. I got fine.
This is on Nessa.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So what I heard is actually this is not. It's obviously a Lester Bowie led record.
Yeah.
It's actually a Roscoe Mitchell led, or I guess it's his compositions, and he kind of leads it. But I think he was under contract with Delmark, so they put Lester Bowie on the title. Is what I heard.
Yeah, that's true.
But it has a great cover art. Yeah. So Rob,
there's multiple covers.
So that's the other colors. And the other thing is, Rob, show the label. Yeah. Okay. So yours is what color? Blue and white.
Yeah.
So this one I have is a little
That's
different.
cool. What year is that one?
This, I believe, is a first pressing. I got this from Jazz Record Center for like $20 or something. It was just sitting in the bins. But so that's a cool Lester Bowie.
Hey, Mike, you want to see something interesting about my copy?
Okay.
So when I went to California and did the big meetup and we went to Amoeba, this was the first record that I bought in Amoeba that day. And I had them pull it down off the wall. And I bought a shit ton of records in California, right? Just I brought back a massive stack. It was this crazy Amoeba bag they gave me full of records that I don't know how I got on the plane, but I got it on the plane, sat it on the floor in front of me. So I just realized this record I have is sealed.
Oh,
I haven't even listened to it. It's sealed.
It's pretty wild.
It's still sealed.
Open it up right now.
Yeah, I know. Let's open. We got to open this and see what freaking pressing it is.
So yeah, I'll pull up Discogs. We'll see. We'll look at the pressings. So it's Lester, Bowie on Nessa. Okay, so let me share my screen. You know, my computer completely just stopped. It was, I don't know. So thanks for holding it down. Okay, so
All
here's
right,
the.
so now
this is the-
it's no longer sealed.
okay, let's go back to.
That's crazy. I thought I got to listen to all these, and this one hadn't got around to. Yeah.
So what cover do you have? Okay.
The same one
Same
as
as mine.
Rob.
Same one as mine.
So it's
Okay.
obvious. It's dead mint, brand new record, sealed. There it is.
That looks like the 78 reissue.
Okay.
Not that it matters. I mean,
No,
looks
I'm
cool.
you know, we'll give this. This is the next thing that's getting spun in this house. There we go.
Very cool. So the songs are called number 1 and 2. So obviously Lester
How
Bowie
the hell did I miss that? I don't know.
numbers 1 and 2. And who produced it? Does it say who the producer is? Who is the producer at Nessa? Because they're a pretty
don't
small
know.
label.
I only have a few Nessas.
Distributed by Flying Fish Records.
There's only
Produced by
Hold
Chuck
on, look
Nessa.
at Bowie's discography.
okay, let's do it.
I was trying to remember. I feel like he has 3 Muse records.
It says
Well, when
produced by Chuck.
Okay.
Huh?
Produced by Chuck Nessa.
Chuck Nessa. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, so let's take a look.
Oh,
So
I
this is
thought- Didn't
up?
you have one that just had the images of the records or no?
you wanted to look at all of them though, his discography.
Okay.
I mean, I guess we could. I don't have it pulled up anymore.
Well, all I gotta say is, god dang, I bought way too many records out there. If I still had one sitting here sealed.
Hold on. Yeah,
God.
and that's a good one too.
Yeah. Now I'm excited to listen to it.
So we could do this too.
Filed away when it shouldn't have.
So there's the Great Pretender. Actually, let's go through chronologically. So numbers 1 and 2, that's his first lead, 67. Then he goes to MPS, or MPS puts out Getting to Know Y'all, featuring Bowie, conducted the Baden Baden Free Jazz Orchestra. So that looks like it's probably a, look at that.
Oh wow. I've never seen that record.
So this was
Yeah.
probably put out in Europe, if it's a MPS, or maybe not. I don't know.
Well, they're German.
Yeah. So there's that. Fast Last, that's the one you guys just showed, with a great group. I mean, Julius Hempel, John.
Yeah, I
Hicks.
think that's the one I like the best.
They start with Lonely Woman, Ornette Coleman. And then, some of his compositions. And they do Hello Dolly, which is cool. Rope-a-Dope. Here you go, Brandon. Blue
Yeah, I
Rock
need that.
Studios.
How much? How much does it cost?
I've never seen this before Brandon
I
showed
know. I
it.
never see it.
I don't think it's very pricey. I think
No?
it's like a $25 record, maybe 20.
Oh,
20 to
God, I hope
30.
so.
So his brother and he are on this, Lester and Joseph Bowie. Malachi Favors. Oh, Brandon, you already said all this.
Yeah.
African Children. Then he moves to Horo, that's an Italian label, right?
Yeah, those are pricey records, Horos.
And this is Lester Bowie, Arthur Blythe, alto, Amina Claudine Myers, piano and vocals, Malachi Favors, and Philip Wilson. Rounded out. And they're doing, looks like they credit everybody for the songs.
Cool.
Do you guys want me to keep going?
Yeah, man. We don't
Sure,
ever look at
he
his
doesn't
stuff.
have that many.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. So there's Duet with Philip Wilson. So that was the drummer that we just saw on the last record.
That's probably on Red Record.
Oh, it's on Improvising Artists, which is a
Oh, is it?
super,
Oh, okay.
super cool label.
Cool.
So Lester Bowie, Philip Wilson, David Baker, Paul Bley produced, obviously. So it's a duet. Paul Bley produced it.
That's his label, right? Paul Bley?
Yes. So Improvising Artists is Paul Bley's label. So recorded 78, and then he put it out that same year. That looks good.
That does look good.
Yeah.
The Fifth Power. So Rob showed this. Did we
That's
still have
good.
Rob? We lost Rob.
I have that one.
On Black Saint. So this is a very similar. That's the same grouping here. Maybe
I have
one
that
less
one
or something.
somewhere.
I have this, and I remember side A sounding totally different than side B. That it was just like all different types of style that they were playing with. The Great Pretender. This
That's
is on ECM.
That's a super cheap one. I had it, and I think I got rid of it because I didn't dig it.
Okay, so why didn't you dig it? Because I'm just curious. I guess what I'm really asking is, does Manford, the producer, influence this? Does it sound like an ECM record?
No. Or
Okay.
maybe it just sounds too I wish I could remember. But I remember getting it and I may still have it actually, because it probably wouldn't make any money to sell it, because it was literally like maybe a $5 to $6 record.
Okay. Right.
I may still have it probably downstairs in the forgotten bins. I just remember it being kind of dull compared to what I was used to hearing from him. So maybe it is maybe it is ECM'd. I'm trying to remember.
Okay.
But I remember not being into it like Fast Last, which is the one I really like.
Well, this is what I'm starting to believe, and I don't know if it's true. So let me know what you think. I know it's true to a degree, but like the producers of these musicians. So like I was recently listening to the Gato Barbieri on ESP disc, and it sounds like an ESP disc record. It's like really wild, and and then like this on ECM, and I'm just wondering if like the producers, they have like a sound in their mind for ESP disc, and they're like, we'll record you, but we want it to sound like this. And at ECM, it's like, we'll record you, but we're going to do it like this.
ESP disc was cheap.
And that like the producers like, and same thing with like Alfred Lion with Blue Note.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
but it wasn't that if you would to think, if I remember correctly, and I'll see if I can go find it tomorrow. But ECM is pretty much like, you could probably, there's a lot of ECM records you could play at a restaurant, during service. It's pretty mellow.
Manfred Eicher said, pretend you are a beach.
I thought it was more kind of like it. If it had just been that would have been fine. But I think I remember it being kind of like slightly cheesy and like not the style I was used to. So I'll have to listen to it.
I see that record everywhere for $5.
That is not a good record, and
that's what I just said.
When did Lester Bowie pass away?
That's what I just said, Rob.
I understand, and I'm saying my opinion. That's not a good record.
Yeah, don't talk with your mouth full, okay?
Brandon, we don't share the same opinion on everything. I'm agreeing with you. That's a bad record. But I think that was later in his life. I mean, he didn't live that long. Died kind of young.
Is that when Manfred Eicher was doing his massage series style of records?
That's an easy to find record. It's not that great.
Hey, Brandon, speaking of ECM, Greg, he opened that shop Flowering Spikes out in LA area.
Yeah.
He did an ECM video recently, and he did his 10 favorite ECMs. There was a few I'd never heard of, but I did have the bookends. I had 10 and 1. This was his number 1, Cloud
Which
Dance.
one?
Were they? Did he show? Does he have a lot of German ones or just the American?
No, he had a good mix, but this was his number 1.
Garbarek?
It's Cloud Dance from Colin Walcott, John Abercrombie, Dave Holland.
Doesn't that have Garbarek on it? Garbarek?
No Garbarek.
Okay.
So yeah, this is really really.
But he's
good.
like the jazz sitar guy.
Yeah,
I've seen that one a lot.
Yeah,
that was his best.
My favorite is Illusion Suite by Stanley Cowell.
Oh yeah, that's a great one.
That would be my favorite ECM.
Yeah, that's the compositions on that. It's just so good. It's just so good.
While Rob was in the bathroom, UPS dropped 2 more jazz records off. So they're jazz. I haven't heard them because I literally just opened up
which is fine. Rob, back off, Rob.
You just got more in the mail?
Woo!
UPS.
Cool.
So I haven't heard it yet. And then
more Gravy Train?
Very nice. Very nice.
Wow.
Hey, Mazzy, can you open up the Kenny Burrell and show us the label? I'm curious.
How can I sell them in the auction if they're open? I'm just kidding.
Hey,
I want.
Mazzy, you should get the Sonny Chris rebirth. What is it? I'll find it. You need to get the OJC of that Sonny Chris.
Oh yeah,
my Gravy Train records.
You want to look at the label?
Yeah, I want to see the label, please.
Get the OJC of this, dude.
Oh,
it is one of the best records.
Oh my God, they didn't use the 50th Street, New York City address at the top.
How dare they?
Oh my God, what a miss!
What they
Thanks
use,
for telling me
Bergenfeld?
that, so I'll have
They didn't
to
use
say,
anything. They put some like legal stuff up there. Oh my God! What a tragedy.
It's because it says copyright 1925 and 1957. Craft
Show that
record,
again. Show that again, please.
manufactured and distributed by Concord. So
Show Brandon it.
they have the current.
See the top there?
Blasphemy.
Look at that.
Oh, that's kind of weak.
Let me ask you this: so I don't notice that stuff like you guys, you jazz bums. Do they do that on the other OJCs? Are they?
I don't know.
No, they use the
Chad
West
did
50th, or they use whatever the address was at the time of the.
Yeah, Chad and
On
Michael.
the old ones, they used whatever the address was.
Chad
of the
does everything
original.
microscopic.
And so did Classic Records. They replicate the right address.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. Anyway, you
this
should
says-
if you're on a gravy train, you should get this one.
Mazzy.
It just came out on OJC.
Yeah. This also says
Yeah,
Yeah,
that figures.
Concord.
That figures.
Craft Concord. So are you sure? Do some of the reissues?
Well, the problem with I feel like the two design choices that I don't see any value in is that they change the catalog number. They give it a CR 000047 number
Right.
instead of a Prestige PRLP, 7002. And then they don't use the correct address on the label. So
it's
those are just like
funny how
obvious
people-
things for collectors.
I appreciate it. It's funny how people have different quirks that they respond to, because something like that for me, I don't give a shit about. But I understand. But I understand. But to me, that for me, and I'm not dissing or taking away from you, but to me, that's what you get an original for. And since it's not original, why copy it as original?
That's fair.
But I get it, because as you know, like with the Beatles mono box, they copied it, to the original ones. Most of the time, labels don't do that. I mean, Chad does it most of the time.
Yeah.
People get pissed off at Rhino Hi-Fi because they have their own label instead of reproducing Electro, Warner Brothers, whatever. I understand both sides of it.
The thing is, they're already recreating the label. Why stop at the address?
I
Like,
think
if they were,
because I
our friend-
think most likely it's legal driven. They need their Concord craft thing. I don't know.
Well, anyway, we don't have to go too deep.
But
into
I
it.
will bring that up. I will bring that up when I do a video on this. I'll say the Jazz
you would
Bums
think
told
the
me.
Gravy Train guy would know more information about these records.
Well, he said, you know him. You could reach out to him.
That's why he's here. We're getting the.
No, I mean,
I know who he's talking about. He's
I just
talking
think
about. Rob
they're doing-
knows.
They're
Rob
called
knows
original
the
jazz
PR.
classics, and they're supposed. We know they're not the original.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
They should just do them as close as they can to the.
The originals don't have.
I
These,
agree.
well, they do have OBs.
Obviously.
But remember,
Mazzy.
the originals OJCs had that big $598 or $698 price right there too.
I think even $4.99 or something.
Yeah, well, they
It depended.
depending on when they came out.
Well, they're definitely not replicating that.
No, they're not.
Oh, there
Exactly.
you go.
Yeah.
Look at that, Rob.
That's
I'm
a great
treated
one.
like a horrible stepchild here.
Yes, you are.
As he's been cock blocking me the whole stream.
Yeah, I agree with Nicole. Most
Hold
of that is
on.
the record.
Let me find all my original OJCs before Rob shows any records.
Hey, you know what? I actually did want to do an OJC stream where we just show old OJCs and talk about them.
I have
Because
a shit ton of those.
I have at least, I don't know, like 20 of them, and they're all
Yeah.
That was, I'd tell you that first
But
Dizzy
no
auction.
new OJCs.
No,
all
no.
OJCs from
Yeah.
the 80s.
That first
Yeah.
Dizzy
Yeah.
auction I did, remember when I first sat, there were something like 150 or 200 OJCs, half
Oh,
of them
yeah.
sealed, all in the shrink. And I
Yeah,
know
that was crazy.
Michael bought half of them. Michael at Ingroove bought half.
I don't think
It
he
wasn't
sold any of them
fixed.
too.
He just upbid everybody. That's all.
I think he wanted them for his personal collection.
He did.
Yeah. I mean, they're good records. They sound really good.
They're great. I kept some. I kept about, I don't know, 30 maybe.
Did you
You know
get those
what's
from
funny?
Dizzy, Mazzy?
Is
Those are the
people
Dizzy
used to
collection.
just
Wow.
OJCs sounded fantastic and everyone knew they were fantastic, but they kind of got mocked forever.
Yeah.
Like they were sort of like, people would be like, oh yeah, they sound great, but it's an OJC. That
Well, you
would
know,
be like,
it was a budget
Mhm.
price at the time.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I
Even
also
though they
put,
sounded really good,
Yeah,
it
totally.
wasn't an original.
so I put my fantasy reissues from the late 70s in with my OJCs because they're produced by Fantasy and they're extremely similar to the OJC. So
Yeah. What's the guy's name that did most of the mastering? I forgot his name.
it is George Horn and
the other guy.
Gary Hobbish were the two. I
Oh,
think.
Did a
maybe
great
it was
job.
George Horn.
So this is Art Pepper,
Phil Delancey.
more or less. You know, I got some classic Monk quartet on here.
Mm.
This one has the 5.99. This is
Yeah.
you know, an original of this is like, you know, probably
Oh. Yeah.
$200. I don't know.
Yeah.
This is new Kenny Drew,
Sweet.
I've never
this is
seen that one.
Riverside.
That's
this
one of
is
my favorites. Oh, not
Blue-
that one.
This one.
No, isn't
Rob
that Kenny- No.
Rob bought a lot from the Disney collection too.
Oh, I'm just gonna keep
No,
going.
but
So
OJC did the Kenny Drew trio, which is the one I really like.
Rob, did you take a drive to
Yes.
McDonald's or something? What's going on here?
yeah, I did use that one.
I-
So hold on. Then this one,
Whit and Kelly.
Whit and Kelly. I mean, these are all great. This one is the Andy Warhol cover of Monk with Sonny Rollins and
I
Frank.
love that
that's the one
cover.
I have.
This is just the best cover.
Yeah, I have that OJC, the
Just
80s
awesome.
OJC. Yeah.
I mean, everything about this is awesome.
Mazzy, I lost every time I bid on both of your collections, the
Coleman.
the Dizzy and the Coleman.
Well, you should have slipped me like a 20 before the show.
Oliver Nelson, Eric Dolphy, New Jazz. So they obviously the old OJCs they also didn't.
You know,
Well, actually, that's pretty much the regular New Jazz label.
The one thing we've learned from this stream is Mazzy can be bought.
Do you guys know this one? Reflection, Steve Lacy.
Which one?
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, Steve Lacy.
That's
This,
one of the
uh,
first
You can still-
OJCs I ever bought.
Mal
The
Waldron.
problem I have with the new OJCs
This is so good.
is you can still find the old OJCs
Yeah.
for under $20 usually, and the cover artwork is printed properly and it looks
Well,
better.
the
That
covers
depends-
are
that
their
depends.
cover stock is heavier on the new ones, definitely.
This
Cover
one has
stock, if it's heavy, it doesn't matter if the image
I-
isn't good.
I know.
That's
But
the
in-
whole thing is like you can like tip on and double thick and do it all, but if the image quality is bad, then
I wonder, obviously, they probably don't have the negatives. They do like a copy or a scan.
well, they're also not doing chemical printing. It's just some kind of inkjet sort of thing or G clay. So I would just go find the OJCs from the 80s.
So, Mike, you have a cube where you just have kind of yours all put together in one spot.
Brandon.
Yeah.
Some OJCs are cheap. Like I found Modern Jazz Quartet 1 in beautiful condition for $5. But there are a lot. I purchased a sealed
No, I know.
Red Garland record. That thing is a $50 record every day. the
Right.
OJC.
And I think Waltz for Debbie is now like $40 or
Oh,
something.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Um,
they're not cheap anymore.
So Dave just asked me if I keep all my OJCs together. I do because they're part of a series. So like I'll keep my
Yeah.
Tone Poets together, my Analog
Okay.
Productions Prestige. Actually, I couple my new OJCs with my Analog Productions Prestige
Oh, okay.
because they're identical. I feel like they,
Yeah.
you know,
I
they're very
have just a
similar.
few things where I do that now, where I have,
But I do,
like,
and
I
then
have
all my
BYG separate, ESP disc separate.
all my early pressings
IPS.
are all done by label. I don't do alphabetical on anything.
Yeah, see, I have a mix now.
Yeah, but I don't. If I collected rock and I mean, if I collected more than my little world of jazz, I feel like I'd probably.
Well,
Well,
I
can
told you what the big thing is
organize
that
it
I just
differently.
did was I reorganized my Sun Ra collection by recorded date instead of release date.
Right.
That was an undertaking.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, but it's so much nicer just looking at it to know what came out when, as far as like, I mean, when it was recorded.
That's
When
what
it
I
was
do.
recorded,
Put
it's
them
just-
in an order how many times they scream as a collective in each record.
Oh, yeah.
Dave, I do that with my Sinatra. So I have about like 90 or 100 Sinatra records.
Yeah.
And I do
you go
it
by recorded date.
by recorded date. So I can,
Yeah.
it just, there's so much that it's just a way to kind of understand it.
Yeah, I'd been dreading doing this for years, and luckily the book is so easy to follow the way they did their chronological on it, that I was able to do it pretty quickly. But
Hey, Mike, do you have the little OJC book they used to put out?
I do.
Yeah.
It's not in my office here, but I do.
Because remember when I had that Dizzy collection, he had 10 copies that
really,
that he because those were free. You'd go to Tower, there'd be
Mhm.
a stack on the counter.
Yeah.
I mean, it set a price. I think some places sold
Let
them,
me see if I can find it.
but Tower would give them away, and it doesn't have everything. It
Mhm.
was whenever it was printed, and
you
Dizzy
had
had
Tower.
like
You had
10 of them.
Tower Records in San Francisco, didn't you?
Oh yeah, the second Tower Records ever was in San Francisco, Columbus, and Bay.
Yeah,
The first one was in Sacramento.
Yeah, I went to
Huh?
the one in Manhattan.
I went to the San Francisco one a lot and the West Hollywood one a lot.
Yeah,
The West Hollywood one was the big one, wasn't
the
that?
the Sunset Boulevard. Yeah, it was on Sunset.
Yeah, it's
And then they opened the
Sunset-
classical, the video
Sunset
store
in La Cienega, and
Right.
it's across the street from it was a great bookstore called Book Soup.
Book Soup.
Their book soup still open.
So this
Yes.
is the promotional booklet for original jazz classics. It's cool because it has
Wow.
dogs are freaking out.
It's not complete though.
It's not every single thing, but I guess it's everything whenever they
Oh,
manufactured this.
Yeah.
But it just goes through everything. It's not like it's like extensive liner notes or anything, but it's cool to have.
Yeah, totally.
just to
Well, you
see
can compare
everything.
your collection and say, do I have this or not?
And they do profiles. Like there's one on Art Pepper here, so they give him a couple pages. It's nice. If you see it, it's worth picking up. But yeah, that's
Very cool.
the original '80s series. So
Mazzy, did you have a Virgin Megastore in San Francisco?
Yeah, down on Market, and it was right across the street from the Apple store. Apple store
Yep.
moved and they closed. Yeah, Market and Stockton.
Yeah, I used to love the Virgin Megastore.
It was
Manhattan,
3
too.
stories. It was great.
Yeah, that
But
place
it was
I
like
got
the
lost in
one-
there.
It was kind of like the one at Union Square in New
Mm-hmm.
York.
Yeah, that's the one. I went in there. I probably went in that shop 3 times. I was in there for hours, and then there was one. It was oddly one at Adult Disney,
Huh.
Virgin Megastore in Orlando,
Yeah.
and I found all kinds of stuff in that one.
That was a shame when they closed because they were
Yeah.
still making money. Problem is they got
Yeah.
sold to a VC venture company, and the real estate was more valuable in the store, so they just
They
sold.
started diluting it because they opened one here at Orange, which was one of those pseudo outlet malls,
Mhm.
and it was not the same. You know what I
It's
mean?
too bad because it was a pretty good store.
Oh man, I loved it. I found all kinds of just so many imports.
At one point, Tower had 3 stores in San Francisco. They had one in Castro,
Mhm.
Market Street, with a big video store.
Yeah, it was
upstairs.
wasn't it called Tower Video? I used to go to that one.
Well, they had a record. They had the CDs too. They had up.
The tower
Oh, the
had-
video
I
store
bought
was-
records too, but outside it just said Tower Video.
Yeah,
on
the
Sunset.
video was downstairs and the music was upstairs.
Because I
Down
live
on
about 5
There was
blocks.
one
from
in Stonestown Mall
at
too.
the main tower in LA, down the street, they have the Tower Video.
Yeah,
and
the
it
kitty
was
corner
great.
was the
Oh,
video.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Columbus and Bay, they opened a classical store across the street.
Oh,
They built the
right.
whole-
I forgot about that.
Mazzy, when you were in New York, do you remember the J&R place that was right near Tower?
The
That was
story
upstairs.
one. Yeah. But Tower had 2. They had the first one was on Broadway.
Yeah.
And upstairs in that building that was renovated, Island Records office was up there, and
that's right.
Keith Richard had a condo up there, and the
Oh,
other
I
one
didn't
was
know
up
that.
by Columbus Circle, I think.
Yeah,
New York.
the Columbus Circle. I remember the last time I walked. Because I started walking up that way from Battery Park that morning.
Yeah, the Mountain View store was great, Nicole. I agree. Yeah.
We have one in Tyson's Corner, Virginia.
Yeah,
Tower
but
Records.
the last 10 years of them, they opened new stores with the Good Guys stereo shop, like Stonestown.
Yeah.
There was a Good Guys stereo shop downstairs, and upstairs was Tower Records next to the Emporium department store.
Dom just commented about the JR. What did he say? Oh yeah, dude. I was in there. My buddy luckily was at work that day, and I had the whole day, and I was in that place for hours on end.
There's a scene in the Woody Allen movie Hannah and Her Sisters where they walk into the Tower Records on Broadway in New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why I like JR better, just because it was I don't know, it was more I like it when it's more unorganized, I think, because it's just more fun to dig and find stuff. I don't know if that makes sense.
I have a lot of Tower is just full of memories, probably more than anything.
Oh yeah.
And that's where I rented VHS movies forever. At the Tower Video, but the Tower on Sunset was just a blast.
Yeah.
This is definitely going to sound lame, but when I was a teenager, my Hot Topic had bootleg punk CDs, and I got Operation Ivy CD, which had all alternate takes and live takes of their concerts there. I don't know why they were selling them, but I definitely got a couple good things from there. There was a record store in my town, and it had a big cassette tape as the marquee banner. And I remember going in there, and that was a serious record shop. Those guys.
Yeah.
Hey,
Mike, don't feel bad about that. I had an ex-girlfriend, Lacey, who I always had me take her to the mall here in the Pineville Mall in Charlotte. In the upstairs part of that mall, there was a Hot Topic, and she would buy me these things she thought I needed to wear, like hate breed tank tops.
Yeah. They had records. They had LPs in there. I remember.
What kind of tank top?
Hate breed.
I'm trying to
band
think.
from.
I think
are they from Connecticut?
Well, at least she wasn't buying you the Who Farted shirt.
I picked up a copy. It was probably some crappy reissue of Minor Threat. I don't know. It's like their most famous one where he's on the steps with the red cover.
Yeah.
And so I got that from Hot Topic. So I mean, I don't know. But anyway, that was
it's a good place if you're into punk and heavy music.
I know record companies are conservative with the quantity of records, but I'm still surprised there's no some sort of cutout thing, overpressings, cutouts, because there must be stale stock of something out there. It's surprised they don't, someone do a one stop where they buy all it up and resell it as cheap as cutouts.
Hey, Mazzy, this is interesting. There's a site in Italy that all the guys order from all the time. Brandon and Alex and Dom and them. And they've been getting a bunch of dead stock, rare records that have popped up, European stuff. It's what is Mike? What site is that? The Italy one, Sound Dome?
I don't know.
Sound Dome.
Okay.
You order from them, and then I think you have.
Yeah, but
to
I
get
want to
so
see.
much
I want to
before they
flip
ship.
through cutouts. I like flipping through cutout bins.
Yeah, but they've been getting a bunch of dead stock, Popol Vuh related records. I don't know. They had crazy stuff.
I remember one time, around 1975, maybe we got the entire, except for the Beatles, maybe everyone else, the entire Apple catalog cut out. Mm-hmm. So we got our store got 10 or 20 copies of every single album that Apple ever put out. James Taylor and Badfinger and Ravi Shankar and MJQ and all that stuff. And they were sealed. And they weren't clipped, but we got them. We call them oven pressing. So we sold them for $2.98 then, and that's when records were selling for $6 and $7.
Right.
So,
what store were you at in San Fran doing?
Well, at that point, I was at the Record Factory. I started at the Warehouse, which was a California chain.
So here's a nice little cutout. There you go.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that's a good record.
Yeah, that's a good one. Clifford Jordan, Inward Fire. Dizzy Reese is on it.
Nice.
Richard Davis, Louis Hayes. There's a bunch of people.
What do you think of that one? I haven't listened to it in a long time.
I remembered. I mean, it's a big group. There's a bunch of horns. How big is this? It's like 12 people. So it's I don't know. I think it's okay. It's pretty wild from what I remember. I haven't listened to it in a long time.
Speaking of shops, Mike, is A1 still in New York?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I showed records from them last week.
Yeah. And
That's
they're near the East Village, right?
They make good steak sauce.
They're on the same block as that.
Mazzy, what neighborhood is that?
There's like
Is that
off Broadway
Lower East
around
Side?
there.
Well, it's right above Houston. It's
Oh.
it's like what, 2
It's
blocks
above
up,
Houston?
right?
Okay.
It's 2 blocks. It's right near
My
Cantor's.
New York geography sucks.
It's near Cantor's. It's where
Is
you know
it
what's
still
that?
tight in there, man?
Captures is in Los Angeles. You mean
It's right
Katz's.
next. It's on the same block as that hipster bar. Death and Company is right on.
You
the
mean
same block.
Katz's Deli in New York?
Katz's Deli, not Cantor's. Yeah, you're right. Katz on Houston and Ludlow.
But everybody knows Liebman's in the Bronx is the best.
And
That's
next to Katz, near Katz's is the best. Is better. If you want a good bagel, you go to Russ and Daughter.
Hey, can I go back? Have you guys heard that? I haven't heard this record. You guys
Yeah.
heard this record?
I have like a second pressing of it.
And
It's all right.
I hope you like Flute.
Hey, Mike.
actually, I do like Flute.
Mike,
There you
last
go.
time I was in the Bronx,
Uh-huh.
this is a good. Last time I was in the Bronx,
I got it because of
I went to a Yankees game, but I was wearing a Mets jersey, and I went into stands,
So you got
and I got told to make a decision.
Yeah. Not
So I
surprising.
almost didn't come out alive.
3 tenor players on here. You got
Yeah.
3 tenor players, one who plays flute. too.
It's nice when an old man learns about jazz.
Did they send you the Kenny Drew trio?
That doesn't come out.
Oh,
another
that's the next one.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
but Mazzy, they're sending you. I take it they're sending you the whatever batch is coming on the next.
No,
thing
I don't get everything.
from
but-
OJC.
The stuff I do get, which I like jazz, and I'm not.
Yeah.
I know this is a jazz show. I fucking love almost all the Bluesville stuff, though.
Oh
That's-
yeah.
That's the stuff that excites me in some ways more than the jazz stuff, because I like the jazz stuff, but the blues stuff, half of it I've heard, half of it I never heard.
A lot of that stuff's hard to find.
Yeah, and that's a series. I'll give them credit. They're doing that in conjunction with Chad Kassem, so they're doing a really good job.
Yeah.
I'll give Chad his kudos when he does. He does great stuff.
Well, he loves the blues, so
I know, So anyway,
yeah. My friend's back working for Chad now a little bit. So Teddy,
You
know
like
him
this
from-
guy, Mazzy?
I love. Oh yeah, I love. John
Oh
Hurt.
wow.
Yeah,
I got a
Never
few
seen-
John Hurt.
I have
Never seen that one.
I have that. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, this is a good one.
All those artists I got turned on to by like the Grateful Dead and the Airplane, Jorma Kakkonen, all those San Francisco psychedelic folkies were into John Hurt.
Yeah.
That's where I got.
This one's on Van. I have a couple of his on Vanguard. I think one's called Tomorrow,
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. I have that one.
and that has the song Payday, where he's waiting for payday.
You ever see any of his Piedmont records?
Yeah, but the only ones I have are the like $20 to $30 Vanguard ones.
Oh, those are good. They sound good.
I think they sound better, right? They're pretty good quality.
Yeah.
I have a Folkways Blues compilation that has a bunch of the old guys from.
Yeah, you showed
Those are
that.
the
That's an
early-
awesome comp.
Yeah, those are the early, because a lot of the blues players got captured a little later. There was like a resurgence, like in the
Yeah.
60s maybe or 70s.
Yeah, in the 60s.
Yeah, and this was some of the older stuff, and the recording quality is really limited. I mean, a lot of the Folkways Jazz series, they're going back to like the 20s, like in some cases, even earlier. So I mean, it's really more of like a historical document. But that blues one is the one to get out of all of them, I think. That one's really good. There's a piano one too that has some real like Tatum and Mary Lou Williams and some of the stride players and the ragtime.
I have one
players.
other record to show,
But that's a
Let's
great
see it.
series.
but it's
Yeah.
not jazz.
Oh, call Rob right now.
Rob, get over here. Actually, this is one of my favorite records of all time, but I found a mint sealed copy.
Oh, I love June Tabor.
Wow.
Well, this is her best one. This is
Is
by
it? I
far
don't
the
have
best
that
one.
Do you have the Silly Sisters?
Yeah, it's fine.
I love that record. It's the strangest cover, the first one. But
Yeah,
I love
this
that record.
this is traditional, British and Irish song.
English Irish folk music. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's pretty well, I don't know, man. Her guitarist is just outrageously good.
That's amongst my favorite music, British, like late 60s.
Well,
70s,
then
British folk
this
stuff.
is like, I think I got this sealed copy for $12.
Yet
This is not expensive, but
every
this
time
one
I see all that British stuff in the bins, it's like usually under $10 or $15 the most.
Yeah, I have 3 June Tabor records from this time period, and this is by far my favorite. Like probably twice as good as the other 2.
Do you like Maddie Pryor too? With Steel Eye
Yeah,
Span
but
and-
Tabor's voice to me is better.
yeah.
She has that growly, deep voice.
That's why I like them together. That Silly Sister album. It's very kind of fun Gaelic and Irish and
I'm trying to
British.
think. I think this is right around 1980. Oh, it might be even later.
I like that Angelo Kelly Gaelic album.
This is
Is that
from
on-
85. This is
is
from
that on-
1985.
What label is that?
It is on Shinachie.
It is. That's what I can't pronounce it ever.
Shinachie.
Yeah. That's a great rootsy kind of folk label. Did Joe Boyd have something to do with that
Trust
label?
me, this one is so much more interesting.
I'll get it.
than
I'll grab it.
Any,
I've never-
and I'm a big fan of hers. And I got some of her later stuff she did in the, when she did Costello songs and stuff in the 90s on CD. But this is the one.
I just don't want Rob to get mad at you to get mad at me because you showed something that's not jazz.
Oh, I have the right, dude. Because I show lots of jazz.
Okay.
Hey, nobody has the right. I run the show here. You all get in line if I say so.
I've only shown
Okay.
jazz. I've only shown jazz tonight. And in fact, I've shown all free jazz tonight.
All right, this one I think Brandon, you're going to be super excited about. Rob, I think everybody's going to be excited about it. I was like,
I'm not going to be excited. I would
never show
records like an hour ago.
Listen, Rob, you could jump in, but
I would never show non-jazz without first showing jazz.
This is a great record. I think Alex and Dom, you probably like this too. This is Joe Henderson.
Oh yeah.
And Kikuchi Hino in concert. I mean, first of all, the music is
Kikuchi
incredible.
and Hino are 2 different guys.
So who plays the Rhodes? Is that Kikuchi?
Yeah.
Or, let's see.
Hino
Anyway,
is Teramasa Hino.
So it's all in Japanese. There's no English.
You got the gatefold. I don't have the gatefold. I have the one that
it is in a really nice finish. It is absolutely well done. Really thick cardboard stock on.
I think his name is Masabumi Kikuchi. He's the one playing piano and Rhodes.
What's that?
Teramasa Hino is on trumpet.
But I also have the CD of it.
Very cool. Very cool. But it's I loved it. I've listened to it twice so far. It sounds good. I heard in the comments people were saying it's live, so it didn't get. I mean, I thought this sounded spectacular. So I don't think
Brandon's got a copy of that.
I mean, maybe I don't know. Maybe if you listen closely, there's a draw. I don't know, but what they were talking about because this is awesome.
Oh yeah,
and they're playing a Rhodes, which I usually don't go for, but I think this may have just changed my mind. So this is awesome. And Joe Henderson is such a great composer. Oh, and they also do, doesn't say it on here. Oh, they do So What? Miles Davis, So What?
Where'd you find it?
It popped up on eBay for $40.
Yeah,
so,
that record is fantastic.
Yeah, really good. And
I wish I had I have the second pressing that doesn't have the gatefold.
Yeah,
it's exactly the same, but there's no gatefold.
The label is just quickly, and Brandon, I'll go to you. I see you got something there.
I'm
but
just gonna.
Yeah,
It's Philip.
go ahead. Everyone else, pull out some other records to show.
Oh, totally. Here's the.
Hey,
This
go
is
ahead.
my favorite live.
Guys, pull out 20 records each and show them right now.
So if you're gonna sample this, listen. I mean,
I'm gonna
listen.
have an
To,
auction tomorrow. Just
listen. This. Oh, sorry. Let me show Brandon real quick, and then Rob will go to you.
I'm bored now.
So tell us about that.
Oh, this is one of my favorite live records. And this
So
is live in Japan.
What year is that? Do you know what year that is? Does it say?
I want to say 73, but let me check.
This is literally all
1973 on Milestone. It is Hideo Ichikawa on piano, electric piano. It's an all Japanese band.
Okay, this is a 1971 performance and a 1971 pressing.
Mm-hmm. This was recorded in 71.
Okay.
Pressed in 73.
Got it. Okay. So anyway, it's absolutely wonderful. Joe Henderson is just one of the best. I mean, one of my favorites. I was actually talking with Felipe about my favorite tenors. And if you go through the era, I think my favorite old school one is Lester Young. And I kind of like Hank Mobley, and then I like Joe Henderson. And Felipe loves Wayne Shorter. That's like his number one guy.
Yeah, I like
number
Wayne
one.
Shorter.
Wayne Shorter.
Henderson's my favorite because he doesn't really have any bad records.
It's
They're
true.
all good.
Yeah, Wayne really doesn't miss.
Well, he's talking about Henderson. Wayne, I feel like I don't know his catalog well enough at all.
Wayne
Maybe
Shorter has a
late
couple
late stuff, but
the Supernova is all right. It's a little, but most of Wayne Shorter stuff is fantastic.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But Henderson, I just like him. The Blue Note era is a certain kind of Henderson, and then when he gets into Milestone, it's a whole different. But it's all just as good.
Yeah, there's like a
and on
certain
the Elements, he starts playing with a tape loop.
There's like he plays with a certain. I mean, the way I would frame it is like with a confidence, I guess, that is it's like shows mastery almost. So like,
yeah,
I mean, at least on this album's incredible, and I know
on everything. Like if you think about it, he's one of those like Pete LaRocca's Basra wouldn't be half as good if Henderson takes over on that record.
Yeah.
Unity wouldn't be as good without Joe Henderson.
What's the record he did with the female pianist? That one too. He takes over on that.
The Real McCoy wouldn't be half as good without Joe Henderson. There are all these Una Mas wouldn't be, there's so many records where he comes in and just makes it about dialogue. It's just like you could name off probably 30 Blue Notes that he makes happen.
Yeah.
Richard Davis is one of those guys that does it too, but Henderson is definitely
agreed
the man.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, let's go to Rob. He's been patiently waiting to show.
I think I have to leave.
All right, see ya.
Yeah. No, seriously. Does anyone else have any records they want to show?
No, you're good.
Yeah,
you're good.
I want to show these television
I only had
records.
2.
Yeah.
I got the Wiggles. Do you guys have the Wiggles live?
I have the Buggles. Radio.
I got the Residents.
You're gonna make Brandon wait to show 2 records, Rob. Oh my god. I'm just teasing.
I can tell Rob just took a gummy. You can tell.
Well, I don't have Gravy Train records because somehow UPS can't deliver a package for 3 days from LA. It even went to Salt Lake City, it says in the description.
All right, so what are you showing? Where is this? Are these your pickups from today?
I was supposed to get the Cal Jader Jazz Dispensary record today.
Oh.
Actually, I was supposed to get it 2 days ago, but I don't know what's going on with UPS. So,
okay.
All right, I stumbled into
a promo of that.
Yeah, promo.
Okay, cool.
I stumbled across like a treasure trove of kick-ass, a lot of upgrade copies, but I did not have this one. This Yusuf Lateef Into Something. I like the original cover is really cool. It's got like a purple square where he's in it. Looks like
you want to see it?
Huh?
Yeah,
I have it.
No,
Oh.
I don't want to see it. Why don't you let me just show this record?
All right, chill out. Jesus
Fine.
Christ.
Show your records.
It's this. This is what it is. This is what it is.
Take a second
How did you
gummy.
pull it up so fast? So this is a Van Gelder. I guess it's a 72 probably because it's got the green label, but it's
Yep.
Van Gelder in the dead wax.
Or maybe late 70s. It's probably late 70s.
No.
You think earlier? Okay.
If Van Gelder is in the dead wax, it's earlier.
Really?
It's probably like a 72.
That
or
jacket looks nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
And
So-
there's Barry Harris, Herman
Oh,
Wright,
Albert.
and Elvin Jones.
Very nice.
This is an upgrade copy for me. This one's in killer shape. Mine has a black stereo sticker on it. This has a white one, but kick-ass record. And it doesn't say on the cover, but it's also got Prince Lachey on it.
Yeah. Very nice.
Yeah,
It's a great
that's a
one.
kick-ass record.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. That's a ABC Impulse.
Nice.
Very nice.
This one is, I have several of the BYG French reissues of like this was originally on Savoy. It's the one where Bill Dixon is sitting on the chair, where it's this sextet and whatever, two different
Here
groupings.
Now or something like that. Something like that.
It's that one right there. No, it's
Yeah.
not that one. Go back.
No,
It's not that one. It's that one.
No.
Yeah, it is.
That's
what
it.
this record is. Yeah, that's what this record is. So there's two different groupings, I think, on that record.
Yeah, sorry, I was muted. Yeah, so side B is Archie Shepp and the New York Contemporary 5, which has become my favorite Archie Shepp stuff. And there's a lot of good Archie Shepp stuff, but this New York Contemporary 5 stuff is killer.
I picked this up for the next auction, which I already have this one.
Oh, I need a copy of that. That's really good.
You treated me so nice tonight. Maybe you might get it. I don't know.
That's all right. That's all right.
So I picked up this. I do have this record because there's a cheap way of getting this is those Savoy twofers from the 80s, which has this whole record on one of them, and then some very rare, hard to find. Dave, you know that those side one and side two of the second twofer is like stuff you can't find.
Down.
Yeah, it's that. It's that. So this record right here, this record right here is the first record on that twofer.
Yeah.
So that's a cheap way of getting it. And this
So
is a cheap way. Like the original is $85, $150.
I like the cover on that reissue. I dig that.
But they're almost going to kiss. All right.
Cool.
This is an upgrade, I think, onto the one I have. These covers are like in killer shape.
Beautiful.
This is Van Gelder. I think this might be as good as mine. So whichever one I don't keep, I'll put in my next auction. So this
last time I listened to that, I thought there'd be more Dolphy solos. I felt like it was pretty much all Train. Am I misremembering that? I got to revisit it.
I think you're misremembering it. But side one is just one song, Africa, and then Green Sleeves is on here.
Right. Green Sleeves is pretty epic.
I don't know too much about this Lou Donaldson, Sophisticated Lady.
What's the label?
It's Blue Note.
Okay. That might be a different cover. Let me see.
That's a funky one.
Yeah, that's in the funkier vein.
Yeah, this came out as this.
Okay.
United Artist. So that was cool. And then I got a OG. This originally came out in Japan. It's in the US on Inner City.
Oh yeah, I've streamed that before. That's really good.
So I'll put my Inner City in my next lecture. But part of that jazz trio, which is Hank Jones, Ron Carter, and Tony Williams, but Jackie McLean's on this, and it's kick ass.
So what label is that?
East West, but the American version's Inner City.
Right. Okay.
Wow, cool find there.
Yeah. Then here's another upgrade. This one. So my copy is funny. My copy has a sticker that says stereo, and then this one just says stereo at the top.
Mm-hmm.
This was put out, I think, a Verve by request put this out. It's Yusef, George Aravanis, and Reggie Workman, and James Black on drums.
I almost feel like Third Man did a copy of that.
They did. Were Verve by request or pressed by Third Man.
Is that a first pressing, Rob? What's the label on
I
that?
don't know because I have my copy over here. Let me pull it out. I
Is
don't
that
know. I don't think it is because these both have. I don't know if it came out in '67.
No.
They're both that label, but
It
as
came
you
out
can see, it
Yeah.
like this has that sticker on the bottom.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I
that's
see it.
odd.
But this is the original stereo. So whatever. I mean, it's
These are both Van Gelder, so it's probably the same plating. It's just when
I'm
ABC
sure it's great.
took over.
Yep.
This is kick ass. This is really good. So this is Mal Waldron and Jackie McLean, like old times, and this is came out on Victor in Japan. That's all it came out as. The group is them. I do not know Izo Suzuki, but Billy
Isa
Higgins.
Suzuki.
Okay.
Yeah, you do.
How do I know him? I don't know him off the top of my head.
He's like Blue City. He's a big Japanese jazz guy. Bass player.
Three Blind Mice.
Yes. What's the other one? I like Blue City better, but he has another one that's even more famous.
Gotcha.
This is so well recorded.
Is it Midnight Sugar? Is that Midnight Sugar, Brandon?
Nope.
Sorry, Rob.
Hey, does anyone want a copy of that record Mike wants? So this is so well recorded. It sounds like they're in your room playing. That's how good this sounds. So,
Very cool.
Okay, this is a very hard to find. Originals of this record are a lot of money. This is a 2017 reissue, and is insanely so good. It is avant-garde. It is free. It is like African. It's such a good record.
I need that
you don't
one.
have this.
No.
But this reissue is very good. Yeah, look at the original. The original is like a kabillion. It was that's what's weird. Go to the original. It was put out in Turkey.
I've been looking for that first pressing for like 7 years.
Yeah, but go to the price on that first pressing. It's like a $700 record, right?
Yeah, it's not cheap. It's not. I don't think it's that much.
I was wrong. There's another one. Another one I will show.
Sorry, I was talking on mute. Hold on, we'll break this down. So this is the Turkey one on Yonka. So 127 people have it, which is a lot of people. I mean, it not for obviously a big title, but 127 for this. And then the median is 226. Last sold May of this year, and it usually goes for a couple hundred, give or take.
Yeah, that's too much.
There's another one that I picked up. That the next record I'm going to show goes for like that. But this very good. If you can get the 2017, I can say this sounds good.
But here's the thing. So when you showed that, I thought it was there's another Witch Doctor's Son by
yeah, I have that. That's on Steeplechase.
And that's a totally different one. Yeah,
there it is.
So he has another one titled, and I guess this came 2 years later.
This is a live record, so I don't know what the difference is. This is
so is Witch Doctor's Son? Is that the composition? Is that why it keeps getting used?
No, that's kind of like a name he has, I think.
Okay, yeah, the composition is not there. Okay,
all right.
Well, I'm glad we got to the bottom of that. So let's move on to the next one.
So I've seen people show this record. This is a 2011 reissue. This is Lloyd McNeil.
Yeah, that's good.
This thing's incredible. Like an original, this is like insane money.
Yeah.
But this reissue, there's 2 reissues. This one's done by Universal Soul, I think, and from 2011, and this sounds excellent, and it's pretty affordable. I have several Lloyd McNeil. Billy actually gave me his big record where he's standing on the cover with the hat.
Yeah.
I got that from Billy, but he wrote this recordings for the Capitol. He's from DC, and he wrote this for the Capitol Ballet of DC.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
crazy.
the last time I saw an original of that was in DC at joint custody.
So 200 people have that. It's on Asha Records, ASHA,
Yeah.
which is Lloyd McNeil's self-distributed jazz record label from 68 to 73. And he put out it looks like 4 LPs on it. So these 4.
Yeah.
Including the one you just showed. I've seen this before. I guess I've seen the reissue.
I've seen people showing it, but this reissue is very good.
Oh, look, Andrew White. I know him. He's a DC guy.
Yeah.
Cool. So he's on oboe. That looks awesome.
It is. He's playing flute on a lot of it.
Okay.
It's
Cool.
his main instrument, I think.
So this was
Bass
recorded.
playing on those records are incredible.
Looks like it's a live performance. 1970 National Collection of Fine Arts. So probably well recorded.
It sounds excellent. So
Cool.
if you can pick up and find this, which I think this version is not that horribly expensive.
So this one's there's a copy VG plus $700. I'm going to drop a link if anybody wants to pick that up.
Go buy it. Next thing I found, I only have a couple more records. I found this OG mono, which goes for some money, goes for quite a bit of dough. Not a ton of money. But I've never found an OG mono with the red label, Deep Groove. And it's really good. It's a nice kind of chill record.
I'm sure.
So highly recommend. I mean, I'm not keeping this because.
Well, who's playing it? So it's a trio. Who's on the trio with them?
It's Bolasete, Vince Guaraldi, and there's drums and bass.
They don't attribute it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate it when I hate it when they don't have a band blurb on the back, on the liner notes.
Get his album Ocean, Bolasete. It's fantastic.
I was looking at some of the Brubeck on Fantasy, like the early 10-inch stuff. I think Jazz at Oberlin, if I had to buy one, I'd probably get that. It's pretty good. I don't know why I don't gravitate to him and Paul Desmond as much, though. When it comes to those West Coast like early guys.
Well, I could say this. I could say if you don't like Paul Desmond, which I like him,
I think he's fine.
I think he has a unique sound all into himself. No one sounds like Paul Desmond, and that's probably because he was drunk as shit when he was playing.
He kind of reminds me in a way like Buddy Rich, where I feel like Buddy Rich's drums sound different than Louis Bellson and all those early guys, especially like Kenny Clark and those guys. He sounds totally different. More commercial, maybe. I don't know.
Now, I've seen this record forever. I've never picked one up, but I found a copy. I haven't listened to it yet. Like Mazzy doesn't listen to his records, but
I listen to all my records. I listen to a lot. I listen to 8 to 10 hours of music.
Big black exploitation movie, Sweetback.
Don't be
all right. Here's the big record I found today. This is huge, big one. Okay.
How huge can this be?
Here we go.
Is big. Oh. This is this originally was an unreleased Blue Note. Came out in Japan and can you shut the fuck up? This was put out in 79 or 80 in Japan.
80.
There's no Obi? Throw that away.
Oh, hold on. Let me finish and then you can say your stupid shit. Okay, so this was part of a series that was put out in 93.
Okay.
So the only way you could get this version, see it says not for sale, was I think Toshiba, who did this.
Yeah.
They had a mail-in. It was like a record club type of thing. And the only way you could get this was when you bought a bunch of records from them, you got this as a promo.
Oh yeah, I see it here.
Shit.
So that's how this one came out. This version. This is a 1993.
This is it here. Hold on.
It is a promo.
So so here it has that promo, just like Rob's showing. Yeah. It's 93 and
no Obi, just an inner thing that this didn't come with.
Yeah, no Obi or Japanese liner notes.
Yeah.
Bob Cranshaw, Elvin Jones, Grant Green, McCoy Tyner.
This is it. I listened to it right before the stream. Fucking kick ass. And I know it was put out as a Music Matters with a different cover. But
Yeah.
so here's the deal. Atomic Records, there are two brothers that own that store and run it. One of the brothers is married to a Japanese lady, and they go over there a lot. He just came back from 2 weeks and brought back 150 records. This was one of them, and he sold this to me because I said I wanted it. He was very, very nice.
Rob,
And,
what happened with the record that you had that was warped?
Oh, I mean, I should pull it out. I don't think I ever showed it. So I flattened it. I have video of it. I've successfully 5 tries flattened that Catalyst record.
Yeah.
And I brought it back in, and he sold it to me for cheap.
Heck yeah.
So I was able to flatten it, that it holds the grooves and plays, has a slight little hiccup, but it holds the grooves and plays. That record sounds fucking awesome. So I do have a Scorpio reissue that I'll sell, and I didn't compare them. Yeah. The Catalyst record is somewhere around here. That thing flattened like a champ. And do you want me to show video of it? I could show. I sent it to Mike.
Yeah, because that was a nasty warp, dude.
If you send it to me, I could send it to me again, and I'll pull it up on.
Well, I can play it from my phone. So
okay.
So hold on. Here's a picture. There's the record. Oh, sorry. Don't look at my shit. I texted it to someone. So there's the record, the Catalyst. The cover's in pretty good shape. So here's the pre flattening.
It was you held it up. It was nasty.
Yeah, somehow this stupid thing. Hold on. Because I would have to go through all my photos to find. Okay, here it comes. So there's the warp.
Okay.
No bueno.
It didn't hold the needle. It skipped. The record skipped. Okay. Here's after the dewarping.
Okay. Is the needle riding it right now? Is it playing?
Yeah.
So stylus looks pretty good.
Playing. Yeah, no, it plays fantastic. But it's flat.
See? Good job.
It took 5 times. Just so you know, I'll start off at a certain one. I had to go 135 degrees for 90 minutes. It heats up to that temperature. It stayed there at 90 minutes, and then it cools down. I don't pull the record out until 90 degrees ish. And the 5th time was a charm. So it's excellent. And it sounds good. It didn't heat. It didn't affect the grooves or anything.
So
it's just
what did you think of describe the music for people?
So I have another Catalyst record, and I think as they progress, they got a little more funkier and more funky soul. This is more spiritual and more straight kind of just jazz, electric piano. It's probably, I don't know if it's their first record. Is it their first record? But it's probably their best record. And the lineup on it, I know there's a set group in Catalyst, but this lineup has a lot of other people on the record. And I know that that Universal Soul, the same company that reissued the Lloyd McNeil record, they put out 2 separate Catalyst comps that came out in the early 2000s or mid 2000s. Those things are expensive now.
Just quickly, so Catalyst, that is their first one in 72. Yeah. And then they have Perception on Muse, Unity on Muse, a Tear and a Smile on Muse, and then the Funkiest Band You Never Heard. I guess that was I don't know what this is.
Well, I can say this. These are not cheap records. Like that one I flattened, easily $150 record at the cheapest, something like that.
But if it's, I think it probably is more expensive than that. But
they've been going for a lot lately.
If it's VG Plus,
that record,
it's just, honestly, I only have come across it once. I mean, it's a hard record.
I've never found them, any of them.
Yeah.
You want to hear something funny? So I went into Atomic today, and Steve there, one of the owners, says, you took that, you flattened that record. That day you bought the record, or he sold it to me for cheap. a mint copy came into the store.
Oh no shit!
Jeez.
Isn't that funny?
That's karma.
Yeah.
Nice.
They get good records there. That's for sure.
Anyway,
I picked up a few other cool things, but
Brandy,
I was trying to think of the Isao Suzuki big one, and this is the one you guys should all get. This is a reissue 45, but you can find this pretty easily, and I think it's $40. But this is a phenomenal album. And
that'll be Notes and Tones approved.
And this is another. So Isao Suzuki's a bass player on a lot of different records. He's on. This is a good one with Teru Masahino.
Ooh.
I think Termos. It's got Hank Jones, Ron Carter, Roy Haynes, all kinds of people are on this in a string quartet. But don't be afraid of the string quartet. The string quartet does not take over the music at all.
Wow. Never seen that one.
So, but yeah, Isao Suzuki is one of those guys that's you see with a lot of the Japanese cats from the 70s doing really good stuff.
Well, he's awesome.
Make note of that one.
He's really good on that Mal Waldron, Jackie McLean record.
Nice. Yeah, he's on a lot. He played with a lot of people. I think he played with Henderson at least once. But all of his stuff, every time he's on a record, it's usually a good record. So he's like one of those names. If you see him, grab it.
Mazzy, what do you think of this cover art?
I love that photograph.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah,
that's weird. From a distance, I can't see it. Is he wearing a big fur coat?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I like that photograph.
Yeah, it's
you
great.
Have one just like it, right?
Look at this. This has like
I have that coat. In fact, that's probably me in the picture.
This gives like cool strutting vibes. Like
yeah, he's loving his. See how he loves his bass so much that he's not noticing the woman walking by.
Right.
Oh,
is that
I love
like
my bass?
Is that a water pond in front?
No, that's a street. That's definitely a street.
There's a graphic on top of it with dots.
Oh god, it almost looks like one of those like water.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Like the edge of a swimming pool.
Who did the photo here? Photography by
Kazumi.
I'm looking at it. It says
this is
out. I'm guessing this is maybe where the symphony hall is. Who knows?
This is the photographer, Kazumi Kurigami.
I don't know.
Born 36. He has a website.
Still alive?
It doesn't say. It says so.
That's great.
He has an archive here. I'll drop a link if anybody wants to check this out.
1936.
Interesting.
Yeah,
he's 90.
Cool.
Almost 90.
I did leave out one album, and Disco Matt is reminding me. I did pick this up.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, that looks cool.
Yeah. So this
that's serious business.
This was a wall record that last weekend Record Safari posted.
Nice.
So I went in. Vinyl Piper, if anyone knows Vinyl Piper, he asked me to grab a record, and I went in there to get this one off the wall. And as I turned to grab the record for Vinyl Piper, some guy swooped in and grabbed it. So
that is pressed on. They had like a label, like percussion label.
IPS.
Yeah. I don't know what it's something percussion something. I don't know, but I think it's both their labels.
I haven't listened to it yet. I got to clean and listen to it.
So, I always say anything with Milford Graves on it, you got to pick up if you could afford it.
Yeah, I have the entirety of that label.
So I used to have the original King Matador.
Yeah.
Which actually, I think there's a slight difference. I think the cover is almost white as opposed to that gray color, but it's slightly different. But when I got the Music Matters, which has the bonus photos, I sold the King. Now this is top 2 Grant Green records.
Yeah, I'll say that after listening to it. I don't think this is like Andy Warhol, is it?
No, it's supposed to be like Andy Warhol.
Yeah, it's supposed to be
like copying it because that was done in Japan in 80.
Because they did like 3 covers with this kind of art. They did, I think they were all sort of records that came out in the late 70s, early 80s. There's what's the other record that has like this kind of illustration
Kenny
on it?
Burrell. There's a Kenny Burrell.
No, it's a Grant
It's
Green.
just called Kenny Burrell.
Well, no, I have Olio, which came out, has this
Olio.
kind of art.
Oh, you
Yeah,
mean the
okay.
Japanese Kings that came
Yeah.
out?
Yeah, it's the first time they were on vinyl at all, ever.
Yeah, Olio is one of those.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I have Olio with this kind of artwork on it, and I think there's a third one.
That's a nice set.
I can go grab the Olio. I have it.
And
right.
Olio,
Yeah, let's do that.
the master tapes are gone, so
Yeah,
It's nice that
Olio,
you have
they
that.
did it. It was supposed to be like Warhol's early stuff
yeah, that's cool.
for Burrell.
Yeah.
I
I was
don't have any of those records. I never see them here.
I was just
People don't
talking.
realize is that Warhol was a really big graphic artist in the 40s and 50s before he started the factory at all. He was a commercial,
Yeah.
in-demand artist doing his drawings.
Yeah.
The
I
Brillo
think a lot of
guy.
people think of Andy Warhol as being like some kind, like that he didn't know how to draw. He knew how
Right.
to draw.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
He
if you,
didn't-
one of the best things you can ever do in your life is go to Pittsburgh and go to the Warhol Museum. That place is an experience everyone should have.
Also, another cool thing to do, if you should go to Discogs and search Andy Warhol and see all the record covers he did, like in the 40s and 50s. For
The Moon,
He
the
did a-
Moondog.
he did he also did a number of classical titles with that beautiful illustrations, and they're not expensive at all. You can get an original pressing of an Andy Warhol cover. It's something that I've been thinking about doing, but just never did. But
Well,
anyway,
one cool thing, I'm going to go grab something, but one cool thing you can do at that museum is make your own Warhol print, believe it or not.
that's
I'm
cool.
going to go grab one that I made.
All right, I have a
Yeah,
pop
let's
quiz.
see that.
I have a pop quiz for Mazzy.
Yeah.
What is your favorite Grant Green album? Pop quiz.
My
On the
favorite-
spot.
Okay. My favorite Grant Green album. I like the one with the Warhol cover. What's the name of it? With that illustration record. I like that one. I like
The big one is what is it? Midnight Blue.
Midnight
That's the
Blue.
big
I
one.
love Midnight Blue.
Or is that Kenny Burrell? Is that
No,
Grant Green? or
That's Kenny Burrell.
The big
Grant
one is
Green.
Idle
I like-
Moments.
Idle Moments. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Warhols
Mine.
are Kenny Burrell's, not Grant Green's.
Right.
What's the
Okay.
Grant Green record
I
that's a
failed.
Come on,
soundtrack?
Mazzy.
I like Peter Green's
You got
albums.
A for effort. What do you got there, Rob?
So you can go down in the bottom level of the Warhol Museum, and they have this silk screen area where you can put together, sort of make your own Andy Warhol print. And I think it comes from stuff he did, and then you could just make them yourself.
Wow.
So it's really cool, and they let you take it. They have like spare paper and stuff. That place
Very
is
cool.
really cool.
Nice.
yeah, that's really cool.
But yeah, I was talking with Felipe about Grant Green because I was telling him, because I recently bought a Hank Mobley record with Grant Green on it, Workout. And I was just thinking, I don't really have much Grant Green. I have the Idle Moments, and I don't really gravitate to his records too much. And I checked out Green Street, the trio. It's like just a guitar trio.
Yeah.
That one's fine. I mean, it's good, but it didn't really grab me either. So
Get
I don't know.
this thing, like Brandon said.
Yeah.
This thing is like top 1 or 2 of Grant Green.
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
definitely Green Street's good, but
But I mean, I have a ton of his stuff. Ton.
Yeah, I'll
I
try that
don't
out.
have much of
Ones
it
I
because
like-
Dylan bought all of it.
our Matador, Idle Moments, and then Solid, which was also not released
Yeah.
until the 79 or 80. And it was on the LT series and on Japan. This is the Music Matters. This is one of my favorites too.
Yeah.
And this has got, of course, Joe Henderson. So,
Oh,
Ah.
nice. Yeah, I got to check those out.
and Idle Moments has Bobby Hutcherson.
Right.
But as far as a stripped down group, Matador is the one to get.
Matador, I'll check it out. Thanks, Brandon.
So those would be the three. If I had to only have 3 left, I'd pick those 3.
Brandon,
Yeah.
what's
And
the
2
name
of
the
them aren't
one-
even released originally on Blue Note. I mean,
Right.
at the time.
Right.
what's the name of the soundtrack he did? Something.
Oh, it's a Billy D. Williams movie. I have it over there. You know what?
I heard that's really good.
No, well, here's the deal. You could barely hear him, maybe in a couple songs.
Okay.
It's kind of not really Grant Green record,
Okay.
but it's a blaxploitation. That's what
Yeah.
most of the music sounds like.
Yeah.
This was a Warhol cover.
Yeah.
I forgot about this one. This is Johnny Griffin, The Congregation.
Oh wow.
And that's a Warhol illustration from from, I think this came out in late 50s.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Why didn't they?
This is before he had started the factory.
That'd be a hell of an original to find.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy looking, huh?
Yeah,
I
dig it.
I think this was put out by Verve by request, but this is a Sam Lazar record, who's a organ player, and it has Grant Green on guitar, and it's on Argo. And this was before. This is like right before Grant Green signed to Blue Note. So I think this is like this might be his first recording date.
Actually, it is not. It is not, because I have
it's not. It's
a record
early
somewhere. It's some dude. It's like on a Nothing label where Grant Green's on guitar. But if anyone goes to Atomic, they have an OG copy of that in the bins.
It's an okay record.
I have the Verve by request.
You know, from what I remember, they have a bass on it. So you have the organ with bass, and then drums, and then obviously Grant Green on guitar.
Where'd you find that one, Mike?
I got this a long time ago.
Did you?
When I first started collecting jazz, I would label hop. So I got like obsessed with Argo and just kept going through their catalog and then looking what was available. And I would just, you get lucky, and just find a couple of them that are cool. And this was 1960 Chicago, Willie Dixon bass. That's right. So Willie Dixon, who's the blues player, but so Argo was owned by Chess. And Chess had a relationship with Dixon, so I think that's how he probably got involved here. And then Chauncey Williams on drums, who I'm not too familiar with.
There's an enormity of labels that came from Chess.
Yeah. It's called Space
Checker, tons of them.
And I think this is an official it's a U.S. Army photo that they used.
Oh. So. Hey, Mike, I had to look at pictures to remind me, but I think Streets of Dreams would be maybe my favorite Grant Green.
Oh yeah, that has that classic cover.
It has the North Beach, the Upper Grant Green cover art.
Now, is that influencing your decision? Because
yes, totally. Yeah, that, and you can see that's still there.
I'd be disappointed if that wasn't your favorite, Manzi.
It's one of my favorite. I like the one with that's North Beach.
That's coming from a non-jazz fan.
So there you go. It's a really cool cover.
Yeah,
There's two
Matador's Warhol
with green streets on them.
Yeah, Matador's Warhol, and Grant Green is Matador.
It's not. It's done in Japan. It's just Warhol style.
It's not a Warhol.
No, it's just done in that style to mimic a Warhol.
God, what a.
But I don't really have too much Grant Green. It looks like he's on Larry Young's Into Something. Is that right? Is he on that?
Oh, that's right. That was
right here.
That's the Japanese cover too, not the American one, right?
Hold that up.
It's probably this guy who did this cover in the Warhol style at this around the same time. And
right. You're right. My mistake. I'm wrong.
Really?
I'm not
because I find
he's on this.
Yeah. So Grant Green is on Into Something, which I have a reissue of that.
I like Green Street. I like Green Street. I like Blues for You. Oh, you know what I like? A lot of people don't like it, but I do like the Latin bit.
Well, do you like the Beatles one?
The I Want to Hold Your Hand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's also on Unity. That's cool.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, Unity is great.
And just not because it's the Beatles.
So I do have some Grant Green.
I don't see Grant Green
is my favorite.
Hey, by the way, this one is another one of the. Here's the other Japanese.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Record. Remembering, that's the other one that was only released first time in Japan.
I've never seen that before.
Yeah,
that was on King.
I see gray market reissues of it all the time. With this
Let's take a look.
record,
Here's the entry. So it looks like first pressing Japan 1980 with the Obi. There's the cover.
it's a trio. It's just a
Al
trio.
Harwood, Wilbur Ware. That's a great trio. Wow. And let's see who the designer of that one is. So it's the same cover illustrator. So it's this guy again. So I guess he did all of those.
Is it Jay? Oh, yeah,
Fujiyama.
Fujiyama. That's it.
Yeah.
This one's also Fujiyama. I couldn't.
Yeah.
Once I see it, it's hard to read because it's scribbled. But
that's a cool little like 3 LP set to collect.
Oh, hey, can I
nice.
do one? I didn't get to show this last week, I think, or maybe I did. But I know Chris Jones is here in the Peanut Gallery, and I have to say, very generous of him that he sent me the I Quebec Soul Samba.
Nice.
Oh, nice. That's a good one.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and that's a kick-ass record. It's here. I promise. Here it is.
All right,
So
who's on
Chris-
that one? Who's on that?
This is Willie Bobo on drums. I don't know how many times I've ever seen
That's a
just
good
Willie
record.
Bobo on
I
drums.
like that record.
Right.
Wendell Marshall. I'm not gonna Garvin
Garvin Masso on Checker.
and
that's the
Kenny Burrell. But this
Right.
kick ass. And it was
Cool.
very generous
That is
of him.
kick-ass.
This is not a
Can
cheap
you
record.
can you read the names of the songs on that? Are they his songs or are they doing like Bossa songs that are
They do a Kenny Burrell,
okay?
Lowe.
Let's see. Oh, did they attribute it? Let's see.
Kenny Burrell.
Okay. And then
One,
wow,
like,
okay.
one
Quebec.
Quebec, me and you.
And what's on that side?
All mostly
Okay.
Quebec.
Yeah, I'm not sure who those composers are, but that looks great. I have a copy.
This is like a record you put on late at night.
What pressing is that? Did you say?
This is a Liberty.
Oh, nice. Very nice. Killer.
Oh, and did I not show this one last
Wait,
week?
is that an original jacket with it, or is it the Liberty jacket? Do you know? Can you show the back?
It is.
Show the back. That looks like an original. That is definitely an original. Yep.
Yeah.
And it's in shrink?
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't know what happened. I think he fell down and hit his head. That's why
Wow.
he said it.
That's
Okay.
cool.
I'm going to leave right in the middle of Rob's presentation because this is what I think I need to do.
All right,
now.
Thurston.
He's been so goddamn rude to me tonight.
You need your rest
know.
because you have a live stream tomorrow. So here, there could not be a more Rob live stream that Mazzy's doing.
Wait, when is the live stream?
It's 10 a.m. Pacific, so 1 p.m. And you know, Westman was texting me because there's all these people in the forums that are jumping on Westman. I'm kind of defending about, again, the shills. He doesn't ask the hard questions. And there's a couple people in particular, including someone that shows up here is probably watching right now. It's high rent out of Portland. He's always bitching about, that kind of stuff. So we decided we're going to have a little bit of fun talking about shills and hard questions and getting promos.
Oh, that's great. He's a great dude. He's a good dude.
That's the thing is I could be the asshole or he's the fucking polite Canadian. So,
no, his shows.
Anyway.
Hey, if anyone knows that Mazzy could be an
Hey,
asshole.
Mazzy.
Okay. Rob?
I don't think Mazzy can be an asshole.
No, oh gosh.
Rob, you already showed that. You already showed it.
I did.
Yeah. I have some stuff I could show.
Oh, that's cool.
This one's good.
Did you have a chance to spin it?
This? Yeah. It's I mean, there's a two I have a George Russell twofer and Steve Swallow signed it. Pretty awesome. That twofer is a comp of these records that George Russell did, and his stuff is very avant-garde.
Yeah.
In the early 60s, pre kind of free jazzy. It's crazy shit. And this
Stratus Funk is the one to get. Get Stratus Funk. It's not funk, but it's really good.
This is good too. This is really good.
And there's some stuff Dolphy did with Russell.
Yeah, he's on Aesthetic, and he's on like 2 or 3 of Russell's Russell led.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot.
Dolphy's on that.
Yeah, so this is Aesthetics. So who's the composer? So that's a George because
Russell.
a lot of people play that song.
Who's the composer?
It's Russell, George Russell. He's the composer.
Yeah, but he plays piano on that record too, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
he played. So Don Ellis, who's on trumpet, which I don't have much Don Ellis.
He's fantastic on New Ideas.
That's the new jazz title.
Yes.
Yeah, I need to get that.
I'll say this real quickly about Don Ellis. Someone I watched did a video.
Mm-hmm.
He did the soundtrack for the French Connection. He died young. He died like in his 40s.
Okay.
Go if you want to hear. I didn't realize this because it's such a kick-ass movie. It's such an avant-garde weird soundtrack, which was only released on CD, believe it or not. There's no vinyl of the French Connection soundtrack.
Isn't
that crazy?
That is crazy.
I don't believe you.
Well, you don't believe me. That's what's crazy.
Hey, Brandon, I do have 2 George Russell records.
Wait, hold on.
I bought this one because Don Cherry's on it.
Wait, hold on. I'm going over aesthetic. Hold on, Dave.
Hey, listen, I'm all for interrupting Mike and screwing with him.
So this
Sorry, I was screwing off.
Well, I just want to. So this is a 1961 session, aesthetics. So Don Ellis plays trumpet. Dave Baker on trombone, who I think I know him. Eric Dolphy alto sax and bass clarinet. George Russell piano. Steve Swallow or Stephen Swallow bass. Joe Hunt drums. All arrangements by George Russell. They do aesthetics. They do Nardis, which is Miles Davis, and then they do Lydiot by George Russell. They do a Monk. They do Round Midnight on this as well. And then I just wanted to show the guys. So like this is the horn section. So Baker, Dolphy, Ellis, and look how different Dolphy looks. Like he's like, bohemian.
Well, Ellis had a Lincoln style beard on him,
and that's Russell just looking. I don't know what he's looking like, but anyway, it's a cool one. And then just lastly, this is the original first stereo pressing, Riverside, the deep groove. And this one plays with noise. There's a ton of spindle marks on this. So it's fine, but it's definitely not like a perfect copy.
Throw it over your shoulder.
This is a good one to grab too. This is pretty enjoyable.
Yeah.
Stratus Funk, this one, and aesthetics. His music is pretty diverse as far as like he does stuff he does opera.
So he's in front of the Guggenheim. That looks like the Guggenheim.
Yeah, he does electronic music on a few records later in the late 60s, early 70s. This is a good one. It's cheap and it's totally accessible. Like it's very easy to listen to.
Yeah, I need to get that. All right, Dave, what do you got?
Inexpensive.
I got this one because Don Cherry's on it. So that was the reason I found out about George Russell, because I was like, oh, guest artist Don Cherry. So this is George Russell Sextet at Beethoven Hall on MPS.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is good. It's some players you don't see that often. Ray Pitts on tenor, Bertil Logren on trumpet, Cameron Brown bass, Al Heath drums. So that's a cool one. And then, but this one I found in the bins used at Lunchbox, and I just took a chance on it because it looked like a private pressing. It's Listen to the Silence, George Russell.
Oh yeah, I know that one. Isn't that
on Concept Records? It's a
Concept.
large group. There's like Harold Anderson's on it on bass, Terry Ripdahl, Bobo Stenson, Jan Garbrick, John Christensen's on drums. George Russell actually plays timpani on it.
Is there a choir in there? Is there a choir on that?
Yeah. The chorus of the Music Conservatorette of Oslo, Norway.
So that was reissued. Black Saint also put that out with the same cover, except it is like red and orange.
Really?
Yeah, I have it. I have it downstairs, I think.
It wasn't cheap. It wasn't expensive, but it was probably like a $35-$40 record.
Okay, guys, take a look at this. So these are, I just looked at, just quickly, just pulled up his stuff. Oh, he has this New York one. That's a pretty famous one.
Yeah, I actually have an OG mono of that.
Okay.
That was reissued in the Verve series.
Yeah.
Was it?
Chad did that.
Isn't there a voiceover on that where he like does poetry?
Yeah,
on
it's all throughout the whole thing.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. It's a pretty nice album. Anyway, is that it?
I need to get the Dolphy stuff though.
I don't see Stratus Funk. Where's Stratus Funk?
Come on, Discogs. What the hell's going on here?
Discogs is always.
Oh,
missing
I'm sorry.
stuff.
I'm losing this one over here. Let's see.
Hey, what about that George Michael record? I think he's on that.
There it is. This is it.
Where's
Yeah.
Stratus Funk?
You got it.
Oh,
Right here.
cool. That's
Yeah.
a really good one.
I kicked myself because I found an OJC that came out as an OJC.
Yes.
Original OJC, and I didn't buy it. I'm kind of mad about that.
Anyway, here I'm gonna go make dinner and I'm gonna watch you guys on the tube. But
Okay.
this is the Don Ellis to get, but this is like $150.
Ooh.
But Prestige did a reissue in the 70s on the Green Label Prestige,
Yeah.
where it's a totally different cover. He looks like Abe Lincoln.
Yeah,
Oh, I have it
that's
here.
an
And
easy one
you
to
can
find.
pick-
That's a
Yeah, you can pick it up for like
$12. Yeah.
you can pick it up for like $15. So
Oh
go
my
grab.
God.
Oh, I thought it was on the green. It's on the orange label.
Yeah.
Anyway,
No,
actually,
it's even better. It's on. This is before the fantasy sale. So this is an original Prestige, 1969. And
You
this
have
is
to get that
69.
just for the cover.
Oh,
this might.
so
this
just
might-
get the Abe Lincoln one if you don't want to drop $150.
Well,
Yeah.
there's also part of that Candid reissue series. There's a Don Ellis record on there that is excellent and it kind of
Here's a copy.
avant-garde and weird.
Here's a copy for $20 if anybody wants to check it out.
It's really
saw-
good.
I had that record and sold it.
It looks good. I wouldn't be
It's
surprised.
like Dwight Schrute's cousin.
I wouldn't be surprised if this used the original metal.
It's fantastic. It sounds like it could be. Who's on?
And there is a green
Al
one.
Francis
Brandon.
is on vibraphone, and he is fantastic.
He looks
Jackie
Amish and is gonna
Byard.
build us a barn.
Jackie Byard's on piano, Ron Carter's on bass, and Charlie Persip's on drums. It's a killer group.
Hey guys, I do need to wrap it up. I have to run.
Yeah, I got
is
to
that
go too.
okay? Cool. Yeah, I mean, I have stuff to show, but I'll just wait till next time. Thank you everyone for joining. Really appreciate it. And yeah, please like the live stream and go check out
Oh,
my
yeah,
Substack.
And let's do OJC would be a cool thing to do.
Yeah, we should
Oh
definitely
yeah,
do that.
old ones.
Let's plan.
Also-
Let's plan.
80s OJCs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Mike, you're warmly invited to come to my live stream to show your records. You could
Okay.
get bumped, but you're more than welcome to come.
Thanks, Rob. I appreciate the invite. All right, guys. See y'all.
Take care,
Bye-bye.
guys.
Bye.